I thought you had oil. I thought you had oil in the skillet.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Piper's Galley. Got me, Little Pink, and got Rocco over there. And today on the menu is fried wavy taters and onions. And I made this beef last night, or not beef, but ostrich. You can do the same thing with beef in the crock pot last night. And I'm going to make sandwiches out of it. So right now, I'm frying up my taters and onions, which would be a one whole onion, red onion, slice on the mandolin, wavy style. And they did work for the onion too, Little Tank.
Oh yeah.
Made it a little wavy. Here, I'll show you. See here. Can you see that
Oh
wavy in the
nice.
front?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can see it.
Yeah, I was like surprised. I was like, holy shit, it works.
I never. I'm gonna have to look at that setting on that for the mandolin as far as the wavy goes. I did
Well,
see
let
it.
me get these going and I'll uh in here. But I sliced up 5 pounds of wavy taters, people. Can you see that? That wavy in it's not. So it's gonna take a little bit to fry all these up. So and always wash your taters, soak them in water if you ain't gonna be frying them right away. So they don't turn brown on you. And with these, you
I
don't
was
really have
always.
to.
I was always
Huh?
told like let them soak for about like 15 minutes anyways, and then
Yeah,
give them
yeah.
a good like drying. Like really, really push it down and get the starch off of them and get that water before you get in there so it
Well,
doesn't splash. But
these right here, the way I'm cooking, like some people call these home fries. The way I'm cooking, I just call them sliced fried taters. You know, but of these, the way I cook them, you don't have to dry them off. Just drain them, and that's it.
yeah,
That's all I do with them.
well,
You
for
know,
me, for home fries out here in Indiana, is the ones that you'll do on the flat top, like
yeah,
all together with butter, and
yep,
they're regular flat sliced,
yep. But
and
most people,
they're medium thick,
yep,
not too thick, like
yep.
I don't know, quarter of an inch, I would say.
That's not. But I know like home fries here. You go to a diner and get them. They're more diced up than sliced.
Yeah.
You
See,
know,
for us out here, that's like hashed. Like
yeah,
hashed. Like when you get the
yep.
cubed up is like, the way they do real hash, not the Alpo that we're all used to, the canned corned beef hash and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love my Alpo, man. But there are good ways to do hash itself.
My slicer, since they turned the blade around on it, here, got that
Yeah.
section 2 millimeter. That's what mine said at.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, that looks like almost the same one I got.
Yeah, that's what I bought.
Is that is that the link that I sent you for that one?
Yeah.
The one that took part of my pinky off one night? That thing is sharp as hell.
Well, I couldn't find the fucking holder for it, right?
Yeah,
So I just made sure my fingers were up, slicing like that.
yeah. Definitely
So
anybody
I've done it
using a,
before.
a, a true mandolin out there, be very careful because it will take chunks out of your hands.
Yeah, right, I will. That ain't
It
very
is
fun to
no
do
joke.
that.
So you
No.
be very careful with a mandolin.
I've had to get stitches before using one.
Well, and those that don't understand a mandolin, it gives you a consistent cut,
Yep.
especially with heavier vegetables like root vegetables, potatoes,
Yes.
carrots, or bell peppers, onions,
Yep.
but typically those are roots, onion, and
Yep.
you don't want to if you don't want to do it with your hand with a knife, you can do it with a mandolin.
Oh
You'll
yeah.
get consistent stuff. So
That's why I got one, so that way it's all consistent, especially when you do it like chips. I do mine like thinner most people, but people out there, you can do them thick too. You can do thick cut with the mandolin too.
oh yeah, yeah. I remember hearing though I've heard him before on like the food channel, like Saratoga chips. When you go a little bit thicker and they get a little bit browner,
But
you know.
I go paper thin with those, right?
Yeah,
I do paper thin ones with those, and when they get brown, those motherfuckers stay crispy right there.
yeah,
But
yeah, and don't like mix up, with like brown being there. Like you're used to seeing like store-bought chips, but when they're like brownish,
yep,
they're really good. Don't think they're
yep.
burnt. I mean, you can burn anything, but when they get darker brown, they're not burnt.
Well,
Don't freak out.
speaking of you brought the Saratoga chips up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But where was the heinous hit a first thought found, right? You all know that?
No,
Actually, fucking Peru and Bolivia.
no shit.
Yeah. Between 8,000 and 5,000 BC.
Wow.
I did not know that either.
No, that's that's like old, man. That's
Yeah.
old as
But
hell.
like Saratoga chips was made, see, Cornwallis, I think it was, the railroad baron, sent his fries back in his potatoes back in. So the chef at some country club, the chef sliced them really thin, kind of as a joke, right? And browned them up, salted them, and that's where Saratoga chips come from. They was a
Yeah.
big hit then.
You know what I
A lot.
use too? Like a lot of people forget, you can put it in a brown paper bag with your salt and shake it up real well too.
Oh yeah,
And then
oh yeah.
you got them in a container like you'd be used to in your like bags like out of the grocery store
Yep.
and stuff.
But if you put them in the refrigerator, even an airtight container, they will get soggy on you next day.
Oh yeah, you just keep them in the brown paper bag. Everybody
Yeah.
forgets that brown paper bags breathe like they're supposed to.
Yep.
Remember, like you put apples and stuff in them.
Yep.
They ripen. Stuff ripens the correct way in a brown paper bag. It's
Oh yeah.
strange, but it works.
Yes, it
It really
does.
does.
Well, and speaking of paper bags too, did you know if you line it with wax, you could cook eggs in it?
No, I didn't hear that one. That's a new one.
Well, that's a trick that the Boy Scouts used to teach back in the day. You'd say if you didn't have any utensils, right, you lost all your shit, right? But you
Mhm.
can find some bag, you had some wax, right? You can do it. My dad showed us that in Boy Scouts.
Man, the
Just
only thing I learned how was to make cereal out of coffee creamer with water.
well, the thing is, most Boy Scouts troops can't say for every state, right? But like
Yeah,
here in mid Missouri, they actually taught us shit like that.
yeah, yeah.
Survival skills.
They told you like if you're gonna bring cereal, put this much coffee creamer in there, like the dry,
Yep.
mixed with your cereal
Yep.
in a Ziploc bag, and then you would add just a little bit of
Yep.
water to get it the consistency.
Yep.
I mean, it worked. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is back in the '90s, so
Yeah. See, we actually had to make our own skillets too out of green limbs too, right? Because they don't break, they bend.
mhm.
So we had to bend them and weave them, make a skillet out and cook on them. That was part of survival dirt badge right there.
Yeah,
That a lot of people nowadays they don't do that shit because a lot of scoutmasters don't know how to do that shit at
that's what I
all.
was gonna say. I agree. Like they don't know how to do it. Like
Yeah, that's like
they don't know true survival stuff. That's what it's for.
yeah, and that's like when I first got out of the Navy, I wanted to get back in scout as a scoutmaster. So I went back to the old troop where I got my Eagle Scout at, and went to watch the meeting how they do it. The adults ran the meeting. Said the kids, I took the scoutmaster aside. I said, look, here. I said, no, the kids need to run a meeting. Adults are here for fucking supervision. That's it. I said, how do you think the fucking kids learn leadership skills if they got to learn how to lead? Meetings and all that shit. You know,
And you know how you lead, especially in that scenario, is if you know how to cook food.
The title
yeah,
of this
but
episode, Cooking, Cussing, and Talks About Leadership.
I'm serious. If you can feed people's bellies, right,
yeah,
you're a leader. Like you're already ahead of everybody else because now They become followers because they know they. And then on top of that, you teach them how to do it. Like this is how you catch fish. This is how you butcher. You know what I mean? This is how you cook with these items. Like Gilly saying, making a skillet out of stuff, using a hot rock. You know, all of those things play into survival, and that's how you become a leader. Like,
And
you're
you gotta learn how
showing
to
people how
make
to
a
do it.
fire with just flint rock.
Yeah.
Flint rock. If you a
Uh,
lot of they got the steels down right, they're like, oh, we can just do that. No, you can't. What if you lose your steel? You're rafting, you know, and you lose it. You got to find some flint rock and do it. That work,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's just like summer camp. We had to cook our own fucking meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every fucking time.
Yep.
Nowadays, the Boy Scouts of America summer camps, they have fucking mess halls. They don't do the cooking. They have someone else do the cooking for them. I'm like, this ain't Boy Scouts. This is fucking babysitting. That's all this is.
The only time that we got the mess hall was when we did the final ceremony for the Order of the Light, Era of the Light one. That's where they did like the big banquet that they brought
Oh,
in.
you're talking Cub Scouts. That's Cub Scout. Weeblos.
No, that's fucking Boy Scouts, bro.
No, Arrow of the Light is not. That's
Oh, you're
Weeblos.
talking Eagle Scout too.
Eagle Scout, because once you get your Arrow Light, you're a Weeblo, right? That's when you move up to
No,
Boy
I
Scouts.
didn't do mine until I was in my Weeblo.
That's Weeblos is Cub Scouts, part of Cub Scouts.
That's not Cub Scouts.
No,
You
I'm telling
transfer
you,
over from Cub Scouts to Weeblo, and then Weeblo goes fucking Boy Scouts.
it's Cubs, but the Weeblos still fall under the Cub Scouts, not the actual Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts.
No, yeah, it doesn't fall under the Boy Scouts
But you
because it's
still
a
got the blue.
transition between the two, but it's not considered Cub Scouts.
You still got this, but you still got that blue uniform.
Yeah, you wear the blue uniform with the scarf and the fucking corn
Yeah,
husk or the
yeah.
corn.
But you did not get the tan one until you actually transitioned to the
Yeah,
actual
till
Boy
you went.
Scouts.
Yeah, till you went to Boy Scouts. Yes, 100%.
Because like even Weeblos can still do the Pinewood Derby too.
Yes, yes, you can.
That's Cub Scouts. I'm telling you, it's just a different division of Cub Scouts.
It's not
Just
a
like
Cub
Boy
Scout.
Scouts has different divisions of like adventurers, right? The Venture
Yeah,
Scouts.
yeah, yeah,
That's still part of Boy Scouts. It's just a different
yeah.
division. Is all I'm saying.
Because you're going to transfer over to the more advanced training when you get to the Boy Scouts outside of that.
Yeah. Just like in Boy Scouts, you get part that's called OA, Order of America. That's what you do to get into the Indian side, the Native American side of it.
Yeah.
I know people
Yeah,
we
because
got off track
they
today.
do a big ass bonfire and a big ass ceremony for it.
I know. So I used to do the ceremonies for fucking Order of America all the time. Ordeal, Brotherhood, and Vigil.
Cook your fucking potatoes.
Some taters, cooking some taters.
Got my tater going
Taters.
on.
I love me some taters. Taters.
See, people cooking taters, it takes a little bit to do them right. Because you don't want to, you want something that may look burnt, but it's not burnt. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. I said that earlier. You want
I
that
know.
crisp on there.
Yes.
It's
And
like,
the onions, you want those onions look a little black.
yeah, I wouldn't go all the way black, but I go dark brown. I go
Them get a
caramel
little dark
brown.
brown, light black. So I like mine.
Now you're making jam. If you're going that dark.
Especially with the red onion.
Yeah.
Just
More of a
so
Vidalia.
I'm gonna get the taters cooking first, get them done before I start on the fucking other shit.
Like, oh my God.
Because the other shit, it's got to heat up in a pan. Put some, put a little bit, as Rocky would call it, consomme juice, yeah, in it. And I thought about straining that shit.
Or broth. That could be called broth.
But Rocky almost strained it, but I was like, fuck, it's after midnight. I ain't fucking straining shit. Fuck this.
Wait. So is it consomme, au jus, broth? Which one do you get to pick?
It's a description of all three. It's that what I call a consommé. It's a description
You
of the
you
other
know what I
ones.
mean? Like everybody, what is it? Browning, like browning seasoning too, or
Yeah.
brown?
Good stuff.
Which one do you pick? I mean, I know au jus thin, so is consommé.
Well,
They're all
it's
thin. They're like, cooking juices and broths.
see to me it's all the same right there. It's thin. It's just the flavors. That's it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree they're all the same. I just think it's funny that there's three different terms. It's like the fucking French couldn't come up with one, and the Mexicans were like, or Hispanic were like, everybody kept coming up with their own broth.
Well, I might have been the Native Americans coming up with the fucking no, Tulsa Bay too.
Well, you know what though? I do have that question thinking about it. Is the consomme because you cook like you can fry with it? I don't think you could really fry with au jus. You know what I mean? Like there's oil in consomme to where you dip the tortilla in there and then you fry it in a skillet.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, well, because when I cook it, right, it creates an oil and we strain everything, right? And we put it in buckets, and then when we put it into refrigeration, it cools and the oil separates from the actual like broth.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So when we get that, that's what we create the oil with, is that stuff.
Yeah.
And it has to look us. If it's not a certain color, I will not use it.
Looks
So maybe it's right. That's why they're different.
Yeah.
like all juice made from the scrapings of after the juices and all that after you cook with it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
like you would braise with, after you're braising, because it'd be
Yeah,
like Italian beef and all those, everything like
yeah,
it's soaking in it. Yeah.
yep. Do you scrape all that shit out, put it in a pan, put a little liquid in there, put a little
If
flour,
it
make a roux, right?
if
No.
it's if it's usable, I'll use it. If it doesn't look right, I will not use it. I'm very picky to what it looks like because I want it to look good.
And
That's
not
like the
smell like your feet.
Huh?
And not smell like your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
that's like the broth I made after the barbecue sauce, chicken stock, right? Cooking that ostrich. If I would have strained it, it would look 10 times better, but it had that deep, that red color that I like too. Yeah. And I was straight shit after midnight. I was like, fuck this shit.
Well, we all already know that you eat with your eyes anyway.
Yeah.
Your eyes come first, then your nose, and then your mouth. So if it
Well,
doesn't
I
like
made some weird shit.
Rocky's
Didn't look
saying,
right,
like
but it
if it
tastes
doesn't
good though.
look good for him, then I agree. Like,
No, I had some shit didn't look the best, but motherfucker was great. Taste wise, flavor wise.
well, I mean that's you. That's not everyone, but
No, but I'm not cooking. I'm not making so you know,
not cooking a what?
cooking for a business.
Oh,
I'm cooking for
well,
myself.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're cooking for yourself, that's fine.
Yeah.
Rocky's cooking for people.
Yeah.
I mean, if you throw some hot sauce on it, you can eat anything. We know that from the Navy.
Ketchup, barbecue sauce. Sure.
Well, you couldn't get barbecue sauce on the boat, so you use ketchup anyway. So
Nope. Ketchup, ranch. Yeah.
I think Branch really took off in the military because you can put it on anything.
Yeah, I was
No,
part of that
I didn't eat
discovery.
ranch.
I was part of that
I did not
discovery.
eat ranch, so.
I didn't eat ranch until I was on the five. And it was just like one day they didn't have anything. They didn't have mustard. They didn't have nothing, right? They didn't have no ketchup. I was like, well, all they got is this ranch, and I'm eating like chicken tenders or something like that. And I go and I'm like, well, I guess I'll try it. And I'm like, oh man, this shit's pretty good. From then on, I've liked ranch.
And you know what's crazy about ranch? Look how long it took them to make a dried seasoning version of it. That's what I thought was crazy. it took forever for you to get like the dry seasoning itself. But I mean, everybody can make their own anyway. It's just dill, sour cream, and a few other ingredients, lemon, shit like that. So,
Mhm.
Well, most people are too lazy to make their own.
well, yeah, I know. And we know why you don't like it because it's mayonnaise based anyway.
Actually, I'm gonna start making my own fucking mayonnaise. That's all it is. It's fucking eggs. Oh,
Yeah, it's oil and eggs. Like, and then that goes back to like when we're making fun of consomme and au jus. It's like it's an aioli. It's not mayonnaise. It's aioli. But you whipped egg and fucking oil together.
you can put whatever seasons you want in it too. You know,
Yeah, no, it becomes a blank canvas, like you were saying for a tortilla. You got oil and eggs, and you can control what oil you put in there
yeah.
to whip it.
You know,
So
avocado oil, but you could use white like vinegar in there. But me, I just like I'm gonna use like a lemon in there.
that's what I was saying. Like
You know,
lemon gives you that acidity in there, and it gives you that bite. And if you
you
can
know,
get good dill in there,
yes.
I know you can't do sour cream because that's a pretty heavy component for like ranch, but an aioli is just the oil and egg, like you said. Get you some good eggs. Use that stick blender. Go to town.
Fast get there, but I'll tell you what though, when you slice these motherfuckers thin, sometimes they don't stay whole when you slice them thin.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna get
I mean,
them.
that's the only downside. That's why a lot of people, slice them thick. I don't like the thick ones, to be honest with you. I don't.
No. And the only way that I was, even when you're on a flat top with them, and you're using the thin, spatula itself, the flat one, you still break them. It doesn't
Well,
matter. You're gonna break them. Even as
see,
hard as you crust them over, the middles are still gonna break up.
so I put too much oil in it, but that's fine with me. I don't care. You know, that'll clean you the fuck out.
I suppose.
Just, but it'll be good while I make because I'm gonna got some rolls too, or Subway rolls, sausage rolls, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I'm gonna butter them, put some cheese on, throw them in the oven, sit up, you know.
Get them
So,
toasted up and shit.
yeah. So I was gonna, I need to make my own fucking sub rolls, but I ain't got the pans for that shit. Little pans,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I need to buy some of them.
Bread is one of those gnarly beasts, man. Like anything like dough like that, outside of pizza dough is
You
is it's a gnarly beast. That's why the bakeries, back in old country, that one guy's making bread, one guy's making pizza,
Yeah,
like everybody
yeah.
separated it out because of the time it took to do all
Oh yeah. Well, it's like nerd Mick.
Hey, what up, buddy?
of them. Oh, hey
I didn't
man.
know if you got the first invite or not that I sent you. So
Yeah, I did.
okay.
So what are we doing, man?
And I got some fried potatoes going, and then after those get close to being done, then I'm gonna reheat that shredded ostrich steak that I made last night.
Sweet.
And make sandwiches out of it tonight. Something easy peasy right there.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's right. I mean, you don't have to do nothing complicated. This is just easy everyday cooking that I grew up with right here. Fried potatoes. You
Yeah,
know.
and everything's in your local grocery store. Like you don't have to get crazy.
Nope. Now, what I'm doing right now tonight is I got a couple of red potatoes. I got a guillotine bowl of water and a pan full of bacon grease. I'm just gonna make some pretty simple homemade potato chips.
Yeah. Hey, does yours have the wavy on it on your mandolin?
No, man, mine just got a straight blade on it.
I did wavy one night. Yeah, these motherfuckers. I was looking this more trying.
Hmm.
So he's doing taters. We're both doing taters, but he's doing deep fried taters. Doing actual like pan fried. These are starting to look better right here. That's why I love these fucking hex clamp pads, right? Shit really don't stick to the bottom of these motherfuckers right here. Starting to get that good brown on the bottoms of it. Right here, baby.
Yeah, I've got these suckers sliced about 1.5 millimeter.
1.5.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, it's not a precise scale on the mandolin, but that's about where I'm at. And best thing to do once you do that is to soak it in water and rinse it a bunch of times. Get that starch off it. That's your key to crispy potato chips.
See, like Nick, I did the mine at 2.
Ooh, that looks
Oh.
good.
And I also have the 0 setting too for even paper thin ones too.
You got to be careful with a mandolin because this thing will shave your finger just like it will a potato if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, we covered that. We like I cut mine like taters, right? My fingers out, palm down, right? Just like this. All right. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've cut mine before. You know,
So
I
I
don't
reckon
think
what
if
I'm
you
going to
I
do
don't
is
think if you've ever used a mandolin, you haven't cut yourself. If you haven't, then you're not using it right.
I've done it once. Yeah, took a bit of fingertip. Took a bit of fingertip.
I
I,
did. I showed Gilly that the one night I took part of my pinky off.
yep.
Yeah.
I
Big
always
Well
do.
big
done.
chunk of it.
And I tell people too, if you take a chunk off, if you don't want to get stitches or something, keep super glue on hand. That will fucking heal it.
Oh yeah, it will. Super glue in a cut. Yeah, take care of it right away.
I mean, that's what
Oh
they're
yeah.
using now outside of stitches anyway. Like, remember the old butterflies? They just
Oh yeah.
super glue your damn skin together now.
Well, it's like when I had my neck surgery, right? Placed through disc. They went right here, right through here, right in front. When I woke up, I saw myself in the mirror. I was like, these buggers didn't stitch me up. They super glued me. I was like, motherfucker. And I took a couple weeks for that shit to fucking actually come off, too.
What
Sure.
movie was that they like squirted foam on there to seal up wounds? Anybody remember? It was like little foam on there.
Was it Predator?
Was it? No, he used like the glue, like that green shit.
Was it a movie or real life?
No, it was a movie. It was a
Okay.
movie. I'm trying to think.
Predator.
No, you know what? It was Alien, the Prometheus. I think she had like
Uh,
that when she was
I
getting
didn't see that
stitched
one.
up.
I just watched that like last night, dude.
Did you?
That one's pretty good. That was
For some weird reason, dude, I've watched all the Predator movies. Then I watched the Alien versus Predator movies, and now I just watched what's that one? Prometheus, and I'm watching
Prometheus.
Covenant right now. Then I'm
Yeah.
watching Alien because apparently those are prequels.
Yeah, and there's one I think Romulus is out now too.
Yeah, it came out I guess a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm wondering when it's going to show up.
Well, all that got weird because old boy can't who was it that did it? Cameron that
James
did
Cameron.
those? Yeah,
Yeah.
he lost the rights to the Alien franchise. So that's why
Really?
Prometheus was a little bit weird.
Well, it's Ridley Scott.
Oh yeah, Ridley Scott. That's right.
Ridley
That's right.
Scott's the guy that directed the first one, I think.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
second one
The second one was James Cameron.
Yeah.
was
The
it
first one was
James?
Ridley Scott. Second was James Cameron.
Then it
Okay.
went back to, I think, I don't know who did the third one.
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't
The
know.
movie.
It was terrible. That's all I
And
know.
then I remember the fourth one. Oh
Which is
man,
even worse.
that one was fucking crazy.
No, actually, you know what? I have a soft spot for Alien Resurrection. I thought that one was decent, despite the fact that I fucking hate the director. It was actually pretty good.
what resurrecting her, and then they seen all the forms that they resurrected her as that they couldn't get
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that one I thought was pretty tight. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, if you're coming from that, yeah. I mean, it was cool.
But yeah, aside from the people's pet favorites, everybody's got their kind of pet favorite movie, even if it does suck. I can agree for the most part that Aliens and Alien, that was the franchise.
Yes, yes.
It's like Terminator, man. T1, T2, fucking done. I will fight you on this one. There were no other movies.
And if you want to show your age, I watched T2 in the theater.
Yeah, I didn't, but
I did. I
I was
did.
close. I was 13 when it came out. My parents weren't real keen on that sort of movie, so I didn't see it in the theater, but I could have, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I saw it in the theater.
my
My
parents
first,
weren't either, but I went with friends that their parents were cool with it and got us all into it when I was in Florida.
Yeah, that's why it was good being friends with a fat kid back in elementary school because my mom wouldn't let me have like Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms and shit, but my fat friends' parents would. And so you got friends with a fat kid to spend the night at his house, play Nintendo, eat the good cereal in the morning.
You're
Did you also,
100% right.
did he also wear like a green hat with a flower on it saying, he's trying to steal me Lucky Charms? No,
He did not. He did not.
he did
He
not,
was
eh?
he
Hey,
was
he
a
didn't do
fat
it.
pervert who had the brain of a perverted 50-year-old guy when he was in the second grade, believe it or not. But you know what? He was a hell of a good time.
Oh my gosh. That sounds so weird, dude.
Hey,
It's
you know
making
well,
what?
me
back the
think,
mom
it's
dad
making
took me
me
to.
think of that fucking cartoon character that's like a grown dude, but it's a fucking baby in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Well, he was like a real life Eric Cartman.
What
All
were you
right.
saying, Gilly? Gilly, you were saying something earlier. What were you trying to
Shit, my
say?
first shit, my first movie that I went to, that mom and dad took me to in fourth grade, Full Metal Jacket in the theater.
Serious?
Yeah,
You lucky fucker. What a good movie.
dude. My mom and dad, or they even my dad did not care, right? We got to watch Rambo, all that shit, right? The R-rated shit. Fuck yeah.
See, I had good parents. Don't get me wrong, I did, but they sheltered me when it came to violence and shit like that. In order to watch Predator and Rambo, I had to go to my buddy Johnny's house, and his dad understood the importance of violent movies for a young boy, so he let us watch whatever the fuck we wanted, and that's why spending the night at Johnny's house was always awesome because I got to see the good movies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I've even Rivers even seen it when he was 10 years old.
Fuck yeah, why not? It's a great
You know what?
movie.
Oh, he loves that movie. That's one of his favorite ones right there.
Which one?
Well,
Full Metal Jacket.
and I think we've all shifted from, back in the 80s and 90s about movies anyway.
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, back then everybody was trying to be very conservative, but now you can see anything you want on social media. You know what I mean? Like
True, true.
it's not as I don't want to get too political with any of that since it's cooking, but watching movies back then, even the video stores wouldn't let you get certain things.
That's true. Yeah.
True, true. They had our video, even as late as 2005, our video store had a very clearly marked no room.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let the bad stuff, populate the good stuff. And it was so clearly marked that even if you were a horn dog who wanted a porno in our town, chances are you weren't going to be caught dead walking into that room. They
Yeah.
had it in sort of a, I don't know. I don't know why they had it, but
Yeah.
chances are you were too ashamed to walk into it.
And I find it funny because there was a local hardware store, we called it Monses, was the name of the store. They had
Yeah.
video rentals too. And depending on the rating, they would call my grandmother to get permission. They'd be like, "Are you sure grandma's gonna let you watch this?" Like, and they would actually call, and grandma would give them permission for certain ratings, and then they
Wow.
would let me rent it. So not
Well,
not in the, but I'm talking PG-13 to R section. You know
sure.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
not
Like,
1917.
Yeah, it was funny, and that's the '90s, man, the early '90s. So,
Yeah.
I remember renting like Class of 1999 and all those old, because that's the only place you could find those old like cult flicks was in the small movie rental places.
Sure.
So I'm just saying, outside of that, it's just different. And we're talking about cooking. Everything shifted. All these how people cook. I mean, have you guys seen like recipes from the 80s and 90s that everybody's forgotten? Like Sloppy Joe is a big one. Nobody hardly
Talk
ever
about,
eats
I
Sloppy
forgot that
Joe.
was fuck.
Yeah.
I
Like the
still
old
see Sloppy
man
Joe. I
witch.
still make them.
Yeah.
All
I
I
just
think
call
about when you say Sloppy Joe is the song about Sloppy Joes by Adam Sandler, the lunch lady or whatever.
see,
Sloppy Joe or Sloppy Joe or something like that. I'm
I
sorry.
call mine Juicy Burger, not Sloppy Joe's.
The Lunch Lady
Yeah.
song.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Remember the old LaChoy chow mains they used to have? They still have them now, but
Yeah.
you hardly ever see it anymore.
Oh yeah. I
Anybody
mean,
making it.
well, we all know that's not real chow mein. That's Americanized chow mein.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying is that, you get the kits back then and you would make it. You weren't fucking eating real Chinese back then either.
No, but when you're growing up in the Midwest, you didn't really fucking know any of that
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. I would always get in trouble because I was always eating the fried noodles. And they were supposed to be for the meal.
I
Yeah,
know.
one of my
They were
favorite
good.
things to do is
Dude, they
one of
were
What?
my
great.
favorite things to
I
take
know,
them
right?
chow mein noodles and eat them raw.
Yeah,
Dude, they were
exactly.
great topping for salad too.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were.
Hell, I used to eat raw ramen with a little bit of packing on it when we were underway in the engine room. Break that thing open, put a little seasoning on it, and eat it raw.
Yep. But right now, I got these babies sliced, rinsed. Got to get that starch off them, pressed them down, and now I got them salted both sides just to kind of pull a little extra moisture out of them, so they crisp up good.
Yes, sir. What kind of salt you using on them?
This time around, I'm using just regular, just Kirkland pink salt grinder.
Oh, nice, nice. Yep.
But I don't think it matters too awful much. It's all matter of it's all matter of preference as far as flavor goes. But any salt will, do well to pull the moisture out of the potato.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100.
Whatever.
Taters. I
Maybe
love
people are gonna be
taters.
like, "What's pink salt? Never heard of no pink salt."
It's better for you than fucking table salt, motherfuckers out there.
Or you can go with kosher salt too. I don't want me no kosher salt. I want that regular iodized salt. That Morton's, that old raincoat.
Shit. Even my dad fucking uses fucking Himalayan pink salt now.
It's comparable in price now, man. You might as well pick that up.
You know?
It's not as heavy as what, like people are used to salt. It's not as heavy. So when you're salting stuff, you don't over salt it. You know how dishes go. When you over salt it, oh, you can't take the salt out of that.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give this one more press to get the moisture off it, and then I'm going to put it in the oil, which is smoking like an MF right now.
What kind of oil are you using, Mick?
Bacon grease from yesterday's breakfast.
Oh, that's right. You said bacon grease. Gotcha.
Yep. So we're going to dump these in here, and I haven't done it like this before. I haven't gone quite this involved with it. So we're going to just see what happens. This is an experimental thing for me.
It works great.
Maybe we'll get to see Mick's skillet catch on fire. Watch him put it out.
No, he cut a potato that like an onion so he could make a volcano out of it and shit.
Like the old hibachi grill.
Yeah.
With the
Oh my God.
onions. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, we're such Americans are such a sucker for that stuff. Like,
It's cool though, dude.
I know it is. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, oh look,
It's super
volcano.
cool. It's awesome. It's bodacious. It's bossa nova. Bossa nova.
Hey, look at that right there. That's gonna be more like it on this one.
Oh, okay, I seen it.
The
The
first
dance of love.
the first round had too much oil. That's why they fucking chopped up like hash browns.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck.
You can still use that for hash, man. You put that with the
Yeah.
ostrich stuff, and you make that hash one more, let it sit, and then re-crisp it up. You know what I
Well,
mean?
oh yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do is after I get the ostrich heated back up
Yeah.
in the pan, I'm gonna throw that in the same pan as the ostrich was in. Crisp it up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna fucking put the bottom up once the buns like right here get done. I'm gonna put some hash in the bottom before I put the meat on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to get ready to sprinkle that some cheese.
I was gonna say, what cheese you using?
Mexican style shred viola life right here. The
Bring it
same
up
one I
closer.
use,
Can't bring it up closer. Can't see it. Okay.
viola life. The same one I used out there in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I didn't see what brand you were using when we were out
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
That's
that's the viola life.
okay. Yeah.
And I got the oven preheat to 400 degrees right now. So
So you're gonna do whole oven and not like
no, I just do the top one, the
not the
small one.
broiler. You're gonna do the broiler side then?
Nope, the top one, the small
Okay.
one. Because the big one's the air fryer convection oven.
Oh, that's right. You got that new stove.
Damn.
Yep. And right
Forgot
now,
about that.
and it's almost heated to 400 degrees. I just did it about a couple minutes ago too. So
And for those that if you don't have the fancy that Gilly's got, if you want to crisp up quick without having to bake it, use your broiler. Do it on
yeah,
low though.
yeah, you got to watch that broiler. That motherfucker burn on you really fucking quick.
Yeah, especially if you're on high, man. I burnt more than enough garlic bread.
Oh, I love garlic bread.
Oh, who doesn't?
I was gonna say, who doesn't like garlic bread?
Mwah.
This is
It's
my
a very
controversial
good.
take,
It's a good
Rocky.
garlic bread. Yes.
Rocky, you like every fucking food. Come on.
No, no, not
I was
everything.
gonna say, I don't know about that one.
No.
So the chips are fucking going. I kind of par fried them a little bit at a lower temperature to get them soft, and now I'm freaking frying them hot
Crank,
to get them crispy.
crank it up.
Yep. And so when I'm done, I'm going to put these two on there. I got some jalapeno lime Pilsner beer rub.
Where'd you go?
That okay? That's the one that you showed a while back. How has it been? How many times have you tried it now?
A few times, man. It's really great stuff. I love it.
I'm gonna make you feed it to me like I'm a bird.
And I'm going to add a little
Fuck Rocky.
Nashville hot.
Nashville hot. What was that brand? Big Green Egg.
Yep, big green egg. I got this. Actually, I got this stuff at the Lodge Factory in Tennessee. I went and
Okay.
visited that a couple years ago and got this.
Which is funny because like everybody like raved about the big green egg. Remember when everybody was on that trend for the big green egg?
Oh yeah,
Everybody was like smoking with it. Gilly, you remember the competitions with the big green eggs and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, but I'm like, I'm not spending $1,000 on a fucking charcoal grill. Fuck that.
No, not with that ceramic dome and everything they were
Yeah.
trying to say and all that shit.
No.
well, I got a
Fire,
bro
they were
who's
just
got one of
fire
them.
bricks.
I got a bro with one of the big ceramic eggs, and he's got the circulation fans and the blowers and the bellows that all run off of Wi-Fi and all this shit. This dude can do an 18-hour brisket without even having to wake up more than once or twice to adjust settings.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if he does it right, just get rid of those fucking fans and just keep doing it like a fucking drum smoker, right? Then it won't be 18 hours. It'll be more like fucking 10 hours right there on brisket.
Yeah. When I get enough money, put in the bank account, I'll actually start trying to do briskets, and maybe I'll try the heavily blackened pepper with the heavy crust. Finally.
Yep. This batch gonna be a hell lot better right here.
And brisket sounds good right now. Hey, some brisket, yes.
My brother's he's out there. He just got back from Knoxville, and he's trying a Dave's Hot Chicken knockoff in Fort Wayne. So it has like the exact same menu and everything, almost looks exactly the same. So he's out getting it right now to see how it is.
Well, natural hot chicken, everyone knows it's all about that oil that they use,
Yeah, it's like that chili crisp oil you get Chinese style too.
but 10 times hotter too.
Yeah.
I mean, natural hot chicken, they're trying to fucking hurt you. That's more like Thumper's fucking style right there.
Yeah. Because they'll oil it and then they'll dust it, depending on
Yes.
how hot you want it. Yeah. So that shit sticks to it. Like it's
So I've had it before, and I'm like, I took one bite, I said, my mouth was on fire. I mean, I was almost in tears one bite. I said, fuck this, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But me,
I'm going home.
I don't like that fucking. I don't want to be hurt, right? Trying to eat that
Yeah.
shit.
Kick you in the nuts.
Yeah.
No, kitty. It's my Popeye.
Yeah, anything I don't know.
I know a certain kitty who's sleeping with mommy tonight.
Yes,
Well,
everybody. We talk about all kinds of bullshit while we're cooking too. So
yeah, that's exactly how it goes down when you're cooking anyway.
Well, when people start quoting South Park, I take it as a personal challenge. So,
Well, I'm outside of that one because I don't know it as well as you two. That's for sure.
What,
So
South Park?
yeah, I don't know it that well. I mean, I watched it, but
Oh,
Jesus, I
man.
can't quote it like that.
I haven't
anybody,
finished the whole thing.
has
I've
anybody
seen like,
watched the new season yet?
huh?
Has anyone watched the new season on Paramount Plus yet?
I haven't gotten
yeah.
past 14 yet, season
I
14.
watched the first video, I watched the first episode, and until they fucking quit with this political bullshit, man, I'm done. As much as I love them, it's too much.
I was wondering about that though. So
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
pretty
All they
bad.
talk about is politics.
oh, did you hear? As so I've watched that podcast, the Kelsey Brothers podcast, right? I guess the other day they broke the internet because they had fucking Taylor Swift on there finally.
Oh my God.
YouTube shut the fuck down. I was like, I haven't watched it. I didn't watch it, but what that episode of it.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't. I don't know with South Park and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree with what Mick's saying. Like the
Yep.
political stuff's just getting out there, and it's just like, all right, like it's going back and forth, but I don't want to get into that.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about politics here.
No.
Yep.
You can catch that on the Fifers. If you want to get into politics and listen to us talk shit about everybody, go there.
Or
Viper
dinosaurs,
BD 991 podcast.
Yeah.
or dinosaurs, or cryptids, or hey, I did get my safari hats, by the way.
Okay.
Did you?
I got
Like,
both of them.
did you get the British style, like the brown, like real safari?
It's khaki color. So, dude,
Cocky.
dude,
Khaki
if
color.
I was like, dude, if you were next to a Navy base, I'd be like, dude, send me like
You
one,
sit
two,
back.
3, 4 combo covers, anchors. I'm gonna. Oh, dude,
Yeah, you
yeah,
don't get it this time around. I'm already gone out of there. I'm not close.
I know.
You're the closest one right now to a fucking NEX.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's about 6 hours away or 5 hours. Now, Rocky, what the fuck you eat?
A Hershey's chocolate bar.
You should have had Heidi cook today for you.
Oh, she's not feeling good, man.
He's doing that fat boy thing like Mick was talking about earlier. He's getting his fat boy on.
Yep.
Not really.
No.
I hadn't had this in like about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days.
What, Hershey's chocolate?
Yeah, yeah, just like
3 or 4 days. Three or
mhm.
4 days, right?
Sometimes I haven't had it for like a year.
Well, 3 or 4 days and get your fat boy on. Come on now.
I didn't show you the pictures. I showed Gilly. I found some Girl Scout cookie flavored Pop Tarts
No
while I
way.
was at Walmart. Yeah. So they
Like
only
what?
had this Samoas and the Thin Mints.
Hmm.
The
So
Samoas are the same flavor as one of them. I can't remember which one it is. It's basically the same fucking flavor.
it's like coconut caramel chocolate covered cookies is what they call them. That's the politically correct, but we won't go into that one. But
Yep.
I'll tell you what, man, I've been getting my fat boy on with those.
Holy shit. Perfect. Got the
Looking
melted
good,
cheese
looking
going.
good, Gilly.
Huh?
Said looking good.
Look at that. Melted cheese.
All right. Now we're at the stage of the game where they're fried up,
There
Nice.
we go.
nice and brown, degreased, and now I'm going to stick them in a bag and I'm going to toss them with the seasoning.
We were just talking about doing that before you came on with chips.
It's funny, man. I had this plan and then I saw Gilly's little thumbnail. I'm like, God damn it. Well, I guess I'm doing this anyway.
We were talking brown paper bags, so that's what I used.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works well too. Yeah.
Because we were talking about, you know how like when you put it in brown paper bags, it kind of like lets everything like breathe.
Sure.
Yes,
Even
sir.
like apples and stuff like that. People you'll see old school stuff like that every once in a while, letting it breathe inside there. So it's just not for school lunches. It can be used for other things.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and what I heard too, it does take up some of the extra oil. So
Yes, it
when you're
does.
shaking them in there, that paper will absorb it
Yep.
and it
Yep.
makes it lighter. So
Yep.
We got our Nashville hot in there. Got some of our Pilsner lime.
shake it like a hooker owes you money. Get it?
Yep.
Rocky's over there dying. Remember Grand Theft Auto, man? Grand Theft Auto 3, you know?
Hey, mama, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on.
All of them, you can fuck the hookers.
Yeah, yeah. And then take their money afterwards. Get your
Once
money
I
back.
me and my brother found that hack, we was already grown, right? I was already out Navy, right? You know when I found that hack and was playing at mom and dad's, mom's like, "What the fuck you doing?" I was like, "I'm gonna fuck her, take her money too." At the end of it,
And you
mom's
wonder
like,
why I said movies. We've all seen, you know what I mean? Like the progression in video games is the
"Yeah."
next
And my
act.
mom just shook her head. She goes, "Hey, there's something wrong with you, boy."
I've
Which
never
is,
I've never played those games. I've heard about that. I heard there was another game where you could do that. It's called Sims or something like that.
Yeah,
see,
same
uh,
thing.
I don't know. I,
The Sims was pretty sanitized. I mean,
it
Yeah, they
wasn't like
were.
Grand Theft Auto.
nah, Grand Theft Auto like 3 let it loose.
Yep.
That
Like
shit was.
it changed open world genre in video games forever after that
Yes,
game.
it
Like
did.
they
All right,
really.
everybody.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
nice.
Got the
How
nice
crispy
seasoning
are they?
on them.
Got that good brown color to it. Nice.
Yeah.
Mm, great crunch. Oh my God.
See, and that's what we were talking about earlier. We were talking
Mm,
about the brownness on the chips. Like, don't let that fool you because you're used to the store bought stuff you get out of a bag. When you make it for real, that's how it looks, and that's the flavor right there.
you
The
ain't
real
wrong, man.
in New York, the Saratoga chip, that's how they look too. When they first,
Mm.
Yep. Don't let that look fool you, man. Everybody
yeah,
thinks it's like burnt, but it's not burnt. It is
yeah.
not burnt.
Can y'all hear this?
Hmm.
No, I can't hear it.
Barely.
I hear your tooth
Barely.
breaking off.
Yep.
Just fell out.
Yep,
That's
gotta get a
funny.
new one.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I
You look
actually
more
do.
like a pirate if he puts an eye patch on.
Yar.
Now. After that, he can go yar. I got new teeth.
Now, funny thing is, I did have a facial injury about 20 years ago, literally 20 years ago, and
Uh-huh.
it hurt the nerve down here, and so I had a couple of infections. They got cleared up, had a couple of root canals to get rid of those, and after a while, they didn't hold on, and dentist said they're going to fall out at some point. I'm like, all right, well, when it happens, it happens. Well, this last year, it fucking finally happened. So, despite my history of non-drug use and my history of impeccable dental hygiene, I still have a couple of boys missing down here as of like this last year. So I got to get them replaced.
Yeah.
Well, they've come a long way with that though, because when I was fucking in third grade, we was playing backyard baseball. I took a line drive to the mouth,
Oh
busted
yeah,
all my front teeth right there, and they're just buildups. So they are, and they're only supposed to last 7 to 10 years. They've lasted since I was in third grade.
nice.
So,
Man, speaking of teeth, like I was going to get mine done, I was looking at like the implant, after pulling my molar.
yeah,
Yeah,
They have to put like bone up in there and it's
yeah,
necrotic bone. So you
right.
yeah.
have to sign off on putting necrotic bone in. And when you read down through it, you have to sign a waiver that it may not take and it can give you hepatitis.
Hey,
Yep.
I was like, no, I'll take dentures.
Yeah.
Make me a denture instead of putting bone back in my mouth.
Yeah.
And you want to charge me like $1,000 to put bone in that may not graft and take? Like, no, I'm good. I'm
That's cheaper
absolutely.
that's cheaper than dentures though.
Yeah, no, dentures are cheaper than getting an implant because I did the math on it.
Well, I know here in Missouri, my mom and dad looked into that, right? For
Yeah,
fucking saying got some missing teeth like in front and the back, right? And mom goes, fuck it, implant be cheaper than the dentures here. You know, I think a lot of it depends on where you go to too. So
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, dentures are way cheaper than an implant. And I'm telling you, like, if you got to put necrotic bone to build it up to put the implant in, I'm good. I'm good now. You're not
I'll
putting
just
dead bone in my mouth.
if my teeth fall out because of chewing, I'll just fucking start eating drinking smoothies. Fuck it.
You're gonna put everything in a magic bullet and blend
Hell
everything in.
yeah. Hey, baby food. There you go.
Well, I mean, if you braise all your meat, long enough, it'll be soft. You won't have to worry about it.
Well, I know. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting yours down there.
Huh?
I said it looks like you're getting yours going.
Oh,
I can
these are
see
almost
that.
done
Yeah, I
right
can
here.
see that now. And you
Can you
said
see?
you added
Can you see that
you
good
added
color on
onions
them?
in there, right?
Yeah. Can you see that good color on it?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Got red onions in there. Fuck yeah.
Hey,
Fuck yeah.
Mick, your kitchen's too white. You need to give it some diversity in color.
Hey, I got the same fucking problem too. So
I just want to talk shit about PC.
I hate fucking white kitchens. Fucking. But that's how it was when I bought the house. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
What's wrong
Like I
with the
said,
white kitchen? I
Because
don't know.
well, when people flip houses, they go to Lowe's, get the cheapest cabinets, or Home Depot, which is white. That's all they do.
yep. Yep, it is.
You know.
Every
And
apartment
these,
that I've looked out here,
yeah.
all white.
And these right
Everything
here,
walls, everything
yeah.
blank is white. Yeah.
And these right here cannot be repainted. If you do, that ain't gonna look right.
No, it's got that coating on it.
Yes, it does.
You'll have the brush marks or even the roller marks on it too.
That's right. I know.
We'll just go crazy with it, dude. Splatter paint it.
Nah, fuck that. I already got a plan for my shit. I'm going back with fucking natural hickory fucking cabinets. Right there.
See that?
That's
And
what my
make out.
pants.
Oh, go ahead, Gilly. Sorry.
That's what my two pants are. Natural hickory. That's what they are.
Yeah.
You know.
I was gonna ask Mick, what was your total cook time? Did you time it?
About 10 minutes.
Yep.
See, there we go. Like anybody out there, look, 10 minutes to make homemade chips with
Yep.
some
Yeah.
potatoes. Cheap as hell.
Yep. Sliced them up real fine on a mandolin. I put them in on medium heat to kind of give them a little bit of a power fry, get them fluffy
Yeah.
without getting them crispy. And then I cranked it up to about 9, just all the way the fuck up for the last 5 minutes. And as you can see, man, these babies, you can hear that?
I
Crunchy
can't
as
hear
hell.
it.
No, it's there. Yeah, you can hear it now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're crunchy as hell, man. They're a good thick potato chip, You
And your own seasonings, your own
Yeah, you
flavor.
toss them to whatever seasoning you want. I was looking for ranch powder, and the wife said we didn't have no more. So I was like, fuck it. Let's find some of my favorite chicken rubs, this Nashville hot and this jalapeno freaking lime pilsner. Fucking
And
great.
we were laughing about ranch earlier. Remember we were talking about ranch seasoning the dry.
Yeah.
Fuck that song.
It's just funny that we're already talking about it, and those things are coming up in the show.
Yeah.
Makes it
Yeah, but,
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it does because it's the similarities.
Mm-hmm. It's
The
like
like
same,
synchronicities.
it's the same thing everywhere, even though it's different.
Yeah.
It's basically that's what it is. That's the only way it'll make sense too. It's a little bit different, but it's all the same fucking thing. And it really
Exactly.
is.
Exactly. And the key thing, like Gilly, with talking about how we've talked about cooking on the other show, the Pfeiffer's podcast, the D991, to show people that you can. Like what is potatoes going for a pound? A little over $1,
Oh, hell, I don't
if
even know,
that.
man. They're cheap. Either any way you slice it, they're cheap, yeah.
Yeah. And you got like you cooked yours your way, Gilly's doing another way.
Oh,
If I was in my apartment, I'd be cooking and showing another way. So,
sure, yeah.
Gilly making his taters,
Some taters.
That's right.
We can get some taters in here.
fucking
Eat some
fucking
taters.
tater salad.
Taters. Oh, taters.
Because I like the house in between, 68 and 70 degrees, and my wife liked it between 70 degrees and 110. And you can't keep tater salad at that temperature.
All right. Now it's time to get the fucking the meat heated back up.
And that's why the Germans made warm potato salad.
You know what? The only potato salad I like is the kind my mom makes. Everybody else is like pretty much considered disgusting because there's too goddamn much mayo. My mom leans way more heavily on the Italian dressing side. I actually made her teach my wife how to make potato salad just so I could have a potato salad that I actually like.
Oh, dude.
Here. Go learn with mom. Go. This is a week boot camp of cooking. Go.
Right.
It's kind of funny because my mother kind of did that one time when she came over and visited. She taught my wife how to make the potato salad I like, taught her how to make Hungarian goulash, which I like. And she taught her how to make a whole bunch of shit just like the way I like it.
That was another meal that we used to have as kids was goulash. And
Oh,
then a lot of
goulash is
people
amazing.
don't. Yeah.
And she does that stuff for you now today, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And you know what? You guys are still married.
Yeah.
Gee,
Well, I
oh
also
my.
Don't you start, Rocky. Do
Yes.
not start.
I won't. I won't. I'm just like, that's cool. I'm glad she does it. That's awesome. Mine did the same thing too.
well, the
Now,
flip
while
side
this
to
is
this,
But
well, the
dude,
flip side to this too, because her father was married to a vegetarian, and so she never cooked meat. So he had to cook all the meat. Only he was a germ freak, so he cooked everything well done and tough.
Oh,
And so to this day, the poor traumatized girl eats A1 steak sauce with most meat that she eats. And I don't hold it against her. I joke, but I don't hold it against her. But my end of the deal is I actually cook meat correctly. And so it tastes tender and juicy and delicious like it ought to. So, it goes both ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious about that because family member that I know, their father cooked everything the same way. And I'm wondering if that goes back a little bit farther with the way
Yeah.
meat was, like unsanitary and stuff.
That's
I
how
don't
my
know.
dad cooks his shit. Steak, well done.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man, because her
That baby
father
boot.
is
Yeah.
second generation Norwegian. Like his father, her grandfather, he came off the boat from Norway. You know,
Yeah.
his name is Thor. Like he literally came off the boat from Norway, and her father is second gen. So I don't know if it's like a cultural thing with those Norwegians or whatever. But if it is, they've got it all fucking wrong.
Yeah, I'm just curious because I've heard of people that just cook every like meats like that, like all
Yeah.
the way well done. They don't no juice like hamburger meat all the way through steaks, all of that stuff.
Well, that's
Well,
that
I'm kind of
baby boomer generation. That's what that is.
I'm kind of flexible when it comes to certain things. Like with pork, I try to cook it as well as I can. I don't mind a little pink in the middle, but I know what pork is. It is a meat that actually is better, more well done. Excuse me, I have someone at the door.
Did you guys ever see that video of like the dude that I don't know, they cook like a ham and they put it on a plate, they sliced it, right, put it on a plate and they poured a Coke on it. And all this weird shit started coming out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those. We were talking about like the pinworms and stuff
Parasites or
in there.
something. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man. I was like, oh no, that's gross.
Motherfucker.
It's no different than any of the parasites that live in your body when you eat anything. Come on.
It's gross. It's
Sorry.
I don't like
That's your
skin.
fault.
What's that? What happened?
My beat fell.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
That was in the fucking tub up here. Motherfucker fell.
Oh, that's what's over there.
mm.
Yep. That's why I was cussing to yell at Zeus. And Zeus is my black lab, people. So if you hear me say, get the fuck out, you black bastard, that's what I'm talking to. Come on,
It's Labrador Retriever. Oh my goodness.
Uh, I got a joke that I'll have to send to you on the other podcast that that pretty it's the AI video. It's pretty good. That it's
Oh, dude, some of the AI videos are getting out of control. They're so funny and
well,
stupid.
you know how we did all the Sasquatch, and Yeti stuff. Now they're doing like
Yeah.
old, the old people ones are getting out of hand now too.
I saw a couple of those. I was like, what the hell is this crap?
Yeah, they're getting crazy, dude. Like the old people stuff is. I think I sent one about the gym and stuff like that. Oh, it's too good. Especially the one guy who's like pushing the sled. He's like, no, I'm just working out, because my wife's in a wheelchair and she's a very heavy lass. And I was like, oh shit. And they're doing it in British ones. Like there's like British camping ones that are absolutely hilarious, dude.
Oh, dude, I got something for Sunday, the podcast on Sunday about Britain, dude, and what they're doing.
Oh God.
Crazy, stupid. Like, oh my gosh, this is stupid.
Yeah. Save it for Sunday. We'll save
Yeah.
it for the rant on Sunday.
Oh man, just
I'll be there this Sunday.
cool.
This may turn into a 3 hour long or 4 hour long podcast.
We'll
Well,
talk
one of
about
them did when
sausage
Rocky was
dicks
working.
then too. Huh?
Well,
What?
one of them did when Rocky was working. We talk about fucking cool shit. Even what the fuck y'all talking about? You'll talk about cool shit when I'm gone.
Yeah, they start talking about conspiracies and stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, the cool stuff, the stuff that's interesting,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, hey, you was working, so you know what? We ain't gonna just save it for you. We're gonna talk about it because it got brought up. So
Then I brought it up and we talked about it again. So it worked out.
There's a ton of it going around.
I've been keeping my mind out of the news for a little bit though.
Yeah,
Because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sick of everything.
that's
What
why we're doing.
was,
That's why we're cooking.
yeah.
Um, at least Gilly and Mick are. We're sitting around critiquing and talking shit. So,
We're
Yeah,
we're commentating.
Rocky's got stuff up. He's only made one dish. Took 10 minutes. Come on now, Rocky.
well, you're over there doing shit. I mean, like,
What was
and
that?
this goes to say, I think Mick's wife got a taste of the potato chip.
That's cool.
Yep. Well, I've only participated in two of these as far as cooking goes. I know we're on like number five right now. Um, First time, but I wanted to kind of do the whole basics thing. I don't want to get too complicated. Like the first time I did it was with biscuits. What's more simple than a biscuit? Not a whole lot. What's more simple
but
than a
it
potato chip?
but it
Not a
can
whole
be
lot.
You
it
know what's
can be
crazy,
it
dude,
can
is
be complicated though to
the
do it
other
right.
day when you guys did do the biscuit thing,
Yeah.
one of the people that works with us came over and she was on TikTok and all of a sudden everything she was watching was about biscuits.
Oh yeah.
So I mean like it's crazy. Like you guys
Yeah.
cook I don't think we got any views on that stuff at all. And then they're talking about that shit on TikTok. It's like, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Right.
No, it's the
Interesting.
algorithm. As soon as
Yeah.
it hears
Yeah.
something, or as soon as you type in one thing about one subject, stand by.
Yeah.
It's gonna come, just flooding your shit. It's happened to me and my brother. We'll be talking about something without typing anything in, and the next thing you know, there's advertisements. It
Oh yeah.
happens. We don't want to get into conspiracy theories though, but you know,
That is
Well,
interesting.
we're talking about potato chips. Stand by for like potato chip ads.
Well, we can talk about conspiracies because there's a lot of food conspiracies too. So
Yeah.
What's a
I
good
mean,
food one? I don't know. What's a good food one?
there ain't
I
no
don't know. I had to
conspiracy
look it up,
about
but
it.
I know they're out there. So
Well, I know the big one is like we were talking about cereal earlier, the sugary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to joke, they call it big sugar. And
It's real though.
I noticed this when I was stocking shelves at a particular company that the mega sized, not family, not regular, mega sized, guess where it sits? Right at eye level. That's the
Mm-hmm.
eye level that you see is the biggest box of cereal you can see. And they're buying this space, right? They're buying this space to have it presented on the shelves a specific way. Now, if you look up above, higher, which is out of view, is your regular size. Just below your mega size on the next one, which is, lower, is your family size. And I'm not talking the healthy. None of the stuff is healthy. I'm talking like frosted flakes, you know, corn pops, the heavy, heavy sugar stuff. And if you look into it, big sugar is another one like big pharma, and food does it the exact same way as everybody else does. And I've seen it. I watched it. I stopped it.
Dude.
I noticed it. It's mundane to most people because they don't see it because they're always shopping. But when you're actually stocking, you see where it goes. And you're like, dude, it's like right here. Like right here. And I'm 5'7", and it's like right in my face. You know what I mean? Like for a kid, that's not much higher, or typical, just regular people walking through. You'll see heavy salt stuff, and it'll be at certain levels of that. And if you look at advertising, that's how it's done. And they're paying, like I said, they're paying for that spot.
Oh yeah.
Everything that you see in there, these companies are paying for these spots.
I used to work at a grocery store when I was in high school. Same fucking thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this is
You,
back in
you
the
guys are the only ones
mid
I've ever
'90s.
heard talk about people stocking things in a purposed way to sell more. That's how the companies sell more, by making it that way.
Yeah, they do.
Here's the biggest, bestest, most convenient thing. Take
Yep.
this first, then take the other one.
Back in the day, Frito-Lay's, they stocked their own shelf, rotated their own shit out. Not the store did. Frito-Lay's
They
did.
still do now. They
They
still
still
do.
do now? Okay.
Yeah, and same thing with bread. Bread's another one too. Certain brands will be at certain, and when the bread guys come in, they'll rotate their own stock and they'll put it. Even with soda, Pepsi, Coke, they have their own representatives, and it's almost funny because they're all like they talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like, so you have Pepsi and Coke, right? But the stockers will talk amongst each other and they're like joking around and they're stocking their own stuff and they're moving and they're rotating it around.
Yeah, like beer people do the same thing. Convenience stores, gas stations, they come in, rotate their own shit.
Yep, they can do it all themselves and they pay for that stuff. You know, they pay for it. They do their own thing, and that's where they get the contract from. So food is in that realm. Like everybody talks about conspiracy, and like we've talked about food on the other channel, folic acid and that stuff. Like Berea, I'll put it up there. Berea is another one that takes up a huge amount of room on the shelves, and they're at eye level every time.
Birria now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Berea, Barilla.
Oh,
Well,
Maria pasta, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Yep.
but look at Barack. You talk about Bria, right? Sauces on it. Dude, Walmart has, everybody's making something, whether it be ramen or the kit to make the sauce yourself. Yep.
yep. It's like we was laughing about the dill pickle. It's
Yeah.
turning into the sriracha stuff. You know, sriracha was really big. Everything was making sriracha, and now it's dill pickle balls, dill pickle ramen. Like
Yep.
it's amazing the amount of dill pickle you see now.
Well, I
Like
think
for the bread.
novelty. I think novelty is taking over. I think that people are so bored with everything that is normal that they're coming up with novelty items just to kind of make people pay attention, make people care again.
I agree.
For
I
the
agree.
fucking bread, for the bread aisle to catch up with dill bread. That's what I'm waiting for. There's one
What?
place I can't remember the place, but Thumper knows it's in Indiana that has some of the best dill bread. It's like a dime.
I'll have to look then.
Dill bread?
Dill bread, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that shit's old as hell right there. That's an old recipe right there.
That's like making rye bread. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Rye
You
bread
wait for
is one of those specialty breads that's been around for a while.
I'm waiting for the stores to come out with dill bread, dill pickle bread, right? That's what I'm waiting for. You know?
Yeah, I agree with Mick. I think, novelty items, and I think there's always those trends that everybody kind of gets on.
A
And,
sweet relish taco shell. That's coming next with tuna in it.
some
Dude, they got
jerky.
fucking,
Yeah.
they got the cheddar cheese off the shelves out there
Well,
now.
like Oreo. It's like Oreo having every goddamn thing in the world in between their fucking cookies, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing. Candy corn
Oh,
Oreo.
I
You know,
just I picked up moon pies and I forgot how heavy the marshmallow was in them. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
picked up a double stuffed blueberry style now. So they have
Oh,
blueberry, banana, and it's good, but damn that marshmallow is so thick, man, with it being double stuffed.
so
Holy
bougie.
it's like whoo. But those are things on the end aisles. They're out where you see them, at the
Yep.
end caps. So, there's that food and everything. There's healthy stuff in the store. You just got to find it. Like the Rouse or like the bronze cut, that's the actual pasta is up over here. Like you don't see it
Nope.
unless you're looking for it. You grab the quickest thing you can because you see it and you go like, shit, it's just spaghetti. I'll grab spaghetti really quick. Boom, it's right there. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, the first people to
That's for
really psyop you when it came to how you interact in a building were casinos.
Get this
Mhm.
first.
And the grocery stores, they took the notes from the casinos and made their grocery stores kind of the same way,
You know what? Walmart does the exact same thing. There is no fucking clocks in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
None. I noticed that about the third night in. I'm like, I was joking with one of the guys. I was like, you guys notice any clocks around here? And they started thinking about it, and they'd been there for over a year. They're like, nah, I ain't never seen a clock, man, in the storeroom. I was
Here's
like,
River's
ain't
Plate
no.
right here. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's River's Plate right there.
Wow.
Nice.
Fried
Very cool.
taters, ketchup. He's got to have the Waterburger fancy ketchup now.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, everybody, like we said, novelty. Everybody's got something out there.
All right, boys, I'm going to jump off right now. I'm going to rejoin you on the computer since I'm done cooking.
Absolutely, man.
All
Talk to
right.
you later, man. Good seeing you.
Yes, living room. So eat that in the living room. Start with the taters. Taters gonna be less cool. Okay.
Taters,
Taters.
mashed
I'm,
taters.
I'm gonna
Taters.
beat the cool off. So I put some cheese in there too.
And you said you put the onions in there, right? The ones you sliced up earlier. I was asking you.
Oh no, I already had these. These are already caramelized in the cooker, slow cooker with it.
Okay.
These right
So
here
what were you doing with the raw ones earlier that you sliced up the wavy ones?
for the taters.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
See, look how this shit. I mean, it just breaks apart.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have to add no more barbecue sauce to it. I just used some of that consomme or liquid, poured it in the pan with it. Good to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, for everybody out there, like we've said before, and even on both shows, it's easy to cook this stuff. It's really not hard. I
I
mean,
mean, I had the
again,
meat already cooked last night, so
yeah.
just had to heat it up.
I would say, and I'm not a financial expert, but if you really go down and you need to pinch pennies and you cook your own stuff and not DoorDash it and go to fast food,
Yep.
I bet you can cut your food cost by about 30%,
Oh, I know you can.
at least. And if you're single, like some of us, you probably cut it even more to like 60, 65%.
Well, it depends on how much you like to cook and experiment with food.
Well, I know the adventure of cooking on the show.
No, I mean,
Fucking Ponce de Leon and fucking Cortez. You're the Cortez of cooking, is what I'm going to call you.
no, I'm saying before we started this,
Yeah.
my grocery bill's been astronomical because, okay, I'll get something in my head, see it on the show. I'm like, I can make that Alfredo fritter. Let me try it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when you start experimenting with different, because there are spices out there, there
Yeah,
are, when you look at shallots, you see
yeah.
how expensive shallots are.
It's a fucking onion, pretty much a green onion, like
Yeah,
in a
it's
way.
like a fucking medium in between onion, but you know what I mean? Like it's like $4 or $5, a pound, if
I don't
not
use it at
actually
all.
per piece. Yeah.
You
And then
know, like green onions, if it goes like shallots, I'll either use regular onion or green onion. Plain simple.
green onion comes in there because you use the white
Yeah,
parts of it and you cook the white
yeah,
parts up and you keep the
yeah.
green for.
And then you garnish with the green with the tips,
Yeah,
the green stuff.
exactly. Especially if you're doing ramen soup and stuff or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But also people out there, if you don't want to use green onions, if you want that color pop, parsley does the same fucking thing right there.
Which one?
Parsley.
Oh, parsley.
If you
Yeah,
don't like if you don't like the taste of the green onions, right?
yeah.
Because parsley really has no flavor to it.
No, an Italian parsley is like super light. You won't know the
Yeah,
difference. It'll just be
yeah,
the color that comes out. But
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, there's lots of things people do to brighten up the color too, all
yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah, I mean that's any restaurant, with me cooking and they're like telling you before, that's all they do is they'll fucking pop a little parsley on there because it's so
yeah,
bright. And
yep,
that green will change any color, like how your ostrich stuff is.
yep, oh,
The you
yeah,
throw some any kind of green on there, it takes that brownish color away, and they're like, oh, it looks so fancy. And they're like,
Oh yeah,
dude, I use like less than like a quarter of a cent of parsley on there,
yeah.
and even don't get suckered into the fresh parsley bullshit
That's-
because all you're doing is wasting money.
yeah.
That's all you're doing.
I partially works the same.
Yeah.
You know.
Dry and you know what? A lot of people don't realize the dry stuff is a lot stronger.
Yeah.
It's not as fresh, which it's a hard way to describe dry versus
Well,
live.
it's just dehydrated. That's all it is. Dehydrated.
Yeah. Like fresh basil, don't get me wrong, is a lot better than dry basil.
Yeah.
When you taste it, it's got a more crisper, vibrant
Yep.
flavor to it. But
Well,
if you
same way
can't
with
get fresh
thyme and all
basil,
that. Same way
yeah,
fresh thyme is better than dry thyme. You know.
yeah,
But
yeah. But you'll need if you're cooking a stew style,
yeah,
go with dry because you'll need
yeah,
a shitload of fucking
yeah,
live, fresh stuff to get that flavor.
yeah.
It's only used
Yes.
as a topper. Anything that's live is a topper
Yep.
or an ending. You know what I mean? Because look at bay leaves. Bay
Yep.
leaves are dry, and you
Yep.
throw them in and you pull them out at the end.
Yep.
So,
That's why people do that little satchel. The little
mhm.
I call it a little flavor pocket, little flavor satchel.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
What do they call them? The pret avance. What the hell is that? Like there's a satchel that they
yeah,
use the same way the French do. They call it
yeah,
that. So yeah, all you need is some cheesecloth. If you
yeah,
got stuff that you don't want in your actual soup, you
yeah,
don't want to strain it. Get
yep,
you a little cheesecloth, and we'll tie that
yep,
up with a little butcher string, or actually, I've seen non-waxed
yep,
floss. Get
yep,
non-waxed floss, does the exact same thing, and you can get
yep,
it tighter too.
yeah.
So
Well, you don't even have to use cheesecloth if you don't want to. You can say if you got the fresh herb bundles, tie them up together, pull it out.
yeah, well,
I
if,
see
if you
people,
wanted to do your own amounts, that's where
yeah.
I'd say the
I mean,
cheesecloth.
I've seen people do that, but me, I'd rather use cheesecloth so that way you don't have to do no fucking blending later on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Cheesecloth is one of those ones that get slept on too.
Oh
It
yeah.
has a lot of uses. Like you hear just cheesecloth, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's only for cheese, and you're like, no, we put it over ventilation on the ship to keep all the
And the
dirt
Persian
down below.
Gulf to keep sand out.
Hey,
Oh,
But honestly, if you're doing French fries too, so after you soak them right, you can actually use cheesecloth to drain like you do fucking milk in a way.
yep,
Or
yes, you
not
can.
but cheese with. I mean, like people do cheese, squeeze all that juice out. Works the same way.
Yep, yep. Like I said, and the paper bags, man, will take up
Yep.
grease too. So there's tons of things out there. You can get off TikTok. Some of those hacks are garbage.
Yep. I mean, some
You're
of them ain't bad.
watching.
Some of them are legit. Some of them are.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But most of them are fucking garbage, like you said.
Like watching that one woman trying to open up a pickle jar, and she's using the can opener side, like a bottle cap side, and she's like
Yep.
lifting it on the damn lid, and then she can't figure out how to screw it back on because she's opened up the entire side of it.
People,
And I'm
all
not
those
saying
do.
I don't say guys don't do it either, but I'm saying the video was of a woman.
Yeah.
Like I don't need no man style, but
But those are the people that don't need to be cooking. Or if they do, they need lessons because you twist it off. That's all you do.
yeah, worst cooks in America. That's probably the greatest show. Showcase
Well,
that.
now I see why Anne Burrell's mental health is so bad. She was on that show for so many years.
Yeah, right. She's like a chef. She's trying to teach people to cook, and like, oh my god,
Oh,
whose mental
new
health?
season, the new season has her in it. The new season does.
Yeah. No, Anne Burrell. If you've never watched the Food Network or any that stuff, she was the woman that had like the crazy blonde hair.
Yep.
That was cooking on there. She was really good, great woman.
Oh yeah.
Ended up having some real mental health issues.
Yep.
Everybody thought she was a lesbian.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She probably was, and then she married a man, and then
Yeah.
everybody started putting all these conspiracy theories together, but she did end up committing suicide. But
Well, that sucks.
Damn.
Well,
yeah,
after the autopsy, it came out that it had pills and liquor involved.
yeah,
After the autopsy came out,
and
Pills and
everybody,
litter?
liquor,
yeah,
Oh,
alcohol.
I thought I said litter, not liquor.
Oh
She had pills and
she's
cat
drinking
litter. I'm like,
cat
what
kitty
the
litter.
hell? I'm like, oh
no, I
my
mean,
God. That's bizarre.
No,
but
but look at Anthony Bourdain too. Look at
yeah,
how he cooked, all no reservations, all the places he went. He drank quite a bit, and then look what happened to him. He's
yeah,
in the same realm too.
Suicide.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Like allegedly, they got to put allegedly.
That's for a different podcast there, but
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm
right,
saying
all right.
like
there's
shit,
way more
shucks
than that
themselves.
involved in
oh yeah,
that.
but it doesn't
Yeah,
matter, people.
They call it a
Mental health,
foodicide.
mental health will affect everybody, whether you're normal or celebrity chef. It can affect anybody.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
You know,
Yep, there was a guy, Facebook friend of mine, also a friend of mine from my childhood. He's one of them kids where him and I fought a lot back and forth. And ended up becoming friends after all. You know that relationship, right? Yeah.
oh yeah,
And
oh
so
yeah,
we're Facebook friends now. All the childhood, bygones are bygones. But he recently posted something. Someone he considered a little brother. And he retired from the military. And he had PTSD and all that. And last week, he joined the 22.
yeah,
I mean, it's one of them things that's depending on your occupation and your tolerance for bad thoughts. It can be made fun of, it can be joked about because sometimes you don't have any other outlet, but it's also fucking very serious. And
yeah,
like so many guys, this guy never let on there's anything wrong because the strongest people don't. And that's a fucked up thing. Before these guys break, they don't want
yeah.
to be a burden to people. They don't want to. They don't want to saddle people with their shit. And so they keep it to themselves, and then they end up fucking checking out.
Yeah.
It sucks being raised thinking that way, that you're a burden.
And we lose some of the best guys to it.
Yeah, like, that's how I felt sometimes.
And cooking, believe it or not, for guys like us and other guys out there listening, like cooking is a great outlet at some point. Because if you have creativity, like Gilly's saying, with his grocery bill,
Yeah.
those are ways that you can flourish again and put your own things together. Like some guys work out, some, everybody has their own thing, but cooking is one of those things like you like this food, learn to cook it,
yeah,
do these things. It
yeah,
keeps you engaged because when you're cooking, you have to pay attention. We just seen Gilly spill a bowl over there. You got to stay engaged with cooking and the ideas and let your brain out a little bit, because cooking doesn't involve anything else. It's creativity, finding the ingredients, doing it, and getting yourself going to do it. And you got to pay attention to it.
And
In
then
my
checking your work afterwards and being
yeah,
pleased with it.
but
yeah,
it's not just men. It's for women too. Same way of cooking. Women can do the same thing too.
yeah,
Yes,
Well,
they
the thing
can.
about cooking is it's a rare combination of physics, chemistry, and art. There's an
yes,
art to the flavor and the textures and all that. There's a chemistry that goes on, a literal chemistry, acid, base, sugar, salt, when it comes to how you create it. And there's the physics, how long do you cook it? How crispy does it get? How much water do you want in it or don't want in it? It's an incredibly, sophisticated, complex thing. And your brain has to be keeping track of all of that shit pretty much all at the same time.
yep,
And that's why it's so fucking gorgeous the way you were saying it there, Tate. It keeps your mind on one thing for an extended period of time, and you can lose yourself in it, which is great. It's what a lot of people need, to lose
Yeah, I
themselves
mean,
into
yeah.
something that isn't their own shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
a
because how many times, like probably when you were younger, you could just think and have nothing going on in your head when you were little. Now, when you're older, you've been through some stuff. You can't get that. You get static. You
Yeah.
get echoes. You get memories and echoes of things that happened and shit like that.
Yeah, static is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Gilly, when you start barbecuing, that's another one, dude. There so many variables in there for barbecuing, man. Like all of us have talked about how we barbecue and putting this thing out and how we cook. That's the key thing. Like get into a competition with friends and Mick, you said it like perfectly. The combination, with the art and the chemistry,
Oh,
that
yeah. Yeah.
it really does, evolve to people that want to think outside of those realms, like
Well, I
Gilly
mean,
does.
I'll tell you from my side, where taco trucks are concerned, uh, if Heidi doesn't like the way a taco looks or like a quesadilla looks, she won't serve it. It's how it to us, and I guess it's quality control.
Yeah.
Be like, well, it looks all right. She's like, well, it's a little too dark there. I'm like, well, okay, but it's still going to taste good.
Yeah.
But,
But
she
like,
has that artistic thing every time she makes nachos. All the girls, man, even Nate, when they make the nachos and all that stuff, the way they decorate it, art,
Yep.
art. Yeah,
Well,
because
there's a
people are always eating with their eyes first.
not
Oh,
everybody can make a plate look pretty either.
yeah,
That takes a practice though. That's like
dude,
if you watch like the Beat Bob, the Marquee Showdown, right? The one with trying to beat Bobby Flay, right? His team. That one on Food Network. They had Brad from Missouri from based right all there this last season. One of the best fucking barbecue pit masters in the fucking world. I mean, he's won grand champions, world championship, right? But his weakness, he even said it, was plating, making it look pretty versus the other people. Because barbecue people in competitions, they have to make it look nice in the boxes, but not as pretty as you can get at a restaurant or a
sure.
5-star restaurant.
Well, sure.
You know,
Well, plating. Well, they call it an expo. Expediter. Plating. That is an entire job unto itself. In some of these fancy restaurants, they have a guy that his job is the plating.
if you see some of the earlier pictures, say from 5 years ago, my pictures have gotten better too over the years. But my pictures still suck compared to a lot of people's. You know,
you're trying though. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess Heidi takes good pictures.
well, a lot of it too is the lighting too, but either you got it when it comes to plating food or you don't sometimes. I mean, that's a lot of it. A lot of it's practice too. You know, but the tacos, what makes yours stand out is the cheese that you use, Robert. Is the cheese.
Yeah, it's not the regular cheese that you would use, but
Because you got that cheese overflowing out of the taco.
yeah.
You know, that's what it boils down to is the ingredients that
We
you
were
use.
using two different cheeses, right? And one was cheaper than the other. But but what we noticed is like they both tasted really good.
You
But
know,
after cooking it for so long, Heidi was like, "Hey, don't let's not get this one anymore because this one makes everything real oily, and I like this stuff because it's not as oily."
well,
So we use that. Yeah.
and the cheese that you still use, you can get it at any Mexican fucking store too.
Hmm.
It's still Mexican cheese. It's just a different type of cheese. You know,
You got basically the cotija and the yuaca.
No, it's not either one of those.
you know.
Manchego? Mexican manchego?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you're stumping me down because I'm a fucking cheese. I'm a freaking cheese master. Okay, you have yuaca, you've got the cotija, you've got crema or queso fresca, you've got Mexican manchego. What else is?
Crema,
Yeah, yeah.
which
Just,
is sour cream, but
yeah. Oh, River said that taters and that meat was 10 out of 10 tonight.
Cool.
Didn't
and
he, buddy?
he's just keeping you happy.
No, he'll tell you the truth on that shit. There's sometimes he'll be like, it's good, but it's like so, not the best out there. So,
That's good. Good. And see, that goes back to what we're talking about. You cook you can help yourself and everybody else around you.
Yep.
And like the cheese that we use on the tacos, sometimes Heidi will make me a version where we just use the queso that we make.
Yep.
And that's pretty damn good too.
Yep.
And then
There's some taco places like restaurants. That's all they use for cheese is queso on their tacos.
oh man, it's so good.
I love the meaning queso cheese. We're using queso cheese. Wait, cheese? What cheese are you using?
Yep.
Well,
Oh, dude,
especially when you mix salsa and queso together, put that on a taco. Shit, that's good.
Sorry, Rocky, I'm wearing your put queso on it t-shirt.
huh?
I'm
Oh,
wearing the put the queso.
put the queso in your queso.
Yeah.
I love that shirt. It's so funny.
That's that's the only reason why you're seeing me turn off my cameras so they don't see all of it.
Okay, good.
No, just a little Easter egg for people. Come on now.
I don't know. I wear it everywhere else, man.
You
There
do?
you go, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
That's clean, huh? What's the matter, honey? Put extra cheese on the taco.
For those that have never watched Me, Myself, and Irene,
Oh, dude, that movie.
Extra cheese on a taco.
I remember, dude, we were on deployment and we pulled into somewhere and I watched it there at the theater. I forget where.
God. That's been a while ago then.
Yeah, it came out in 2000, dude, the year 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in. I remember it.
The Highway Patrol. I never heard that fucking song before about the Highway Patrol.
My nephew just went up to Rhode Island not too long ago, which was funny. Yeah, because we were talking about that movie. He's like, what? What
June 23rd, 2000 is when it came out.
Okay.
So Rocky watched it somewhere overseas, most likely.
Yeah,
At that time, we was on deployment at that time.
I think it was probably like
We were on Westpac, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
UAE or Jebel Ali or something like that.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The old rundown fucking Dubai that hadn't been built up yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and also, too, a lot of those fucking new movies we got to see that came out, we got to watch them on the boat, too. I can't remember if that was one of them or not.
That's true. Like, on our site TV, we got a ton of new stuff.
Maybe it was that. We watched it in the HT shop or something.
Well, no, we actually had movie nights on the Five, too.
Yeah, birthday. Yeah.
On the Fantail. They actually had movie nights on the Fantail.
Remember old Nakata? We used to call him the Japanese buzzsaw.
Yeah.
I used to go Nakata. And he'd smile and like that.
Yeah.
He'd always smile and go Nakata. I don't know why I called him that. I just thought it was funny, dude.
The Japanese buzzsaw. You go in there in the middle of the night, dude, and be like, hey, put this on. I want to watch this. And be like, okay. And he'd put it on, dude. Because we had the old, what was it? Was it 8mm films? I think we got 8mm cassettes.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you could have it and put anything on.
Kind of related, but not quite.
After taps, you could put anything on.
Oh,
I think I remember we were watching episode 1 of Star Wars at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not the second one, because by the time the second one came out, I had left the boat.
Yeah.
So does anybody remember the name of the MS-1? He was a Filipino guy. He had a big mole with hairs growing out of it, and he would
Espadona. Started with E.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's E starts like S something. Esperanto. I can't pronounce it no more.
That was the whole Filipino mafia that
he was like really, really cool and really friendly and really happy, and then he could turn angry like at the fucking turn of a dime. Yeah.
That's because we give him shit about making rice every day for breakfast.
But he wasn't even Filipino. He was Puerto Rican.
No, this guy was Filipino.
No, the MS-1. Well, we had a Puerto Rican too. He's the one that
You
made
talking
Chief
about
Star.
Espiet? Are you talking about
Yes,
Espiet who
Espiet.
became chief and then I think he left as senior chief?
Yeah, he was fucking actually Puerto Rican. He
Remember
might have some
when
Filipino in him.
remember when Corey Jones was cranking with us and we had to have a meeting with Espiet?
Yeah.
Jones, you know Jones, right? SH3.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker was such a fucking funny smartass dude. I still laugh at some of the shit that he said. Where he was doing everything to piss Espiet off, and Espiet. This was when Espiet was our first class. Oh my god, it was so funny. He was like a petty officer, a petty
But
officer, Espiet,
what
MS1
was it?
Espiet. Like,
What was
oh
with
my god.
the MSs, dude? The MSs were crazy, dude. Like,
Oh, they were fucking power hungry, dude. They reminded me of the soup Nazi. No soup for you, no
exactly.
soup,
That's
huh?
what I said.
But I
Like,
do
they would.
remember, though. I do remember. I forgot his last name, but there was one guy. He was an MS1, white guy. And when we were when we were on deployment, we were on watch up in Radar 1, man. He would bring us fresh made fucking bear claws.
That's cool. Who was
Oh,
that?
God. I'm such an asshole. I forgot his name. White guy, kind of stocky, mustache. He was an MS1.
Did he
And
wear glasses?
I don't remember, but this guy, yeah, I just remember this guy, man. We'd be, up on the O3 level and, or the O2 level rather in radar, or I'm sorry, CIC, Combat Information Central.
Yeah.
I'd be, stand up watch on the radar on the consoles. And this guy would walk in with this fucking giant sheet of fucking fresh made, still hot, couldn't even eat them yet, bear claws with
Gilly,
fruit in the middle, and he'd just give them out to all the guys on watch and he couldn't sleep.
go ahead. Like the Midnight Baker. Who was the MS2 black guy? He was the Midnight Baker.
I got the book out here. Let's see here. He's not in this one.
You know who I'm talking about? Because he was.
Yeah,
the
I know
one
you're
that was
talking about, but
making
he's
the
not in
bear
this one.
claws.
But also, like, the only white guy that was besides, Turner, right? Pirates, was
Was
it the
Cook.
best cook, right?
MS1 Cook was the other one.
Well, he's not on this one in this book.
Maybe
In
He was
2000.
he was the one I went with on the Hewlett and took the XO's furniture.
Yeah, but that was after we got back from deployment. He wasn't on this
Who's from
deployment
the north?
because
You know what I'm-
the only white guy that's an MS, he was Senior Chief DeLuca.
Oh yeah, I remember DeLuca.
He had and actually Espiet was actually fucking the chief in 2000 on deployment.
Was he?
Yeah, it's right here. MSC, EBO, Espiet, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Because
And
I know
then you had-
I used to fuck
DeLuca
with
was the
him.
heavier one. He was like big,
Yeah.
big.
But you had MS1 Ong, which is a female from Guam. You had MS2 Sako from Philippines. And then you also had another MSCS that says DeLuca twice, but it's not him. He's Filipino.
Is
You
that the
had
one that
Pirates.
even look like Roach Heaven in there? Even.
Yeah. But most of the Filipinos, after we got back from Japan, had left.
Yeah.
Too, after we got back from Japan. But Puerto Ricans still eat a lot of rice too, though. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got rice every morning. That's what we're always yelling about. Like, why is there rice every morning?
I just remember Espiet would get mad because I would fuck with them. I'd go, Emilio!
but that's what but he was a first class then too. So
Are you referencing Night the Roxbury?
Yeah. So what when he saw that, dude, his first name was Emilio Espiet, right? He said, My name is MS1's Emilio Espiet, right? I don't know if he had ESWAS yet. I don't know if he had his ESWAS pin yet. And so, he was a bit of an asshole. He really was. He was an asshole. And Jones was a fucking smart ass, and we were all smart asses. So he was an asshole, and we were smart asses back to him. It was fucking hilarious. Oh my God.
You know what's funny? Funny talking about that is everybody had to crank. So we all cooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody had a part in cooking, whether or not I was doing dishes, but you would still be in doing something cooking wise.
Oh, dude, there were times where they had me on the line cooking eggs for people, like omelets and shit.
Yeah.
It's funny. I cranked up in officers' country. I wasn't a cook, man. I was a fucking waiter.
Yeah.
That's what you are. The cheese fest on the 5-2. You're a fucking waiter. That's what
I
you
was
are.
a fucking waiter.
I ended up doing like painting in the middle of the night and shit, or doing new bullseyes and stuff with the
Well, you see,
photoluminescent paint and shit.
but cranking was important for me though, because up in officers' country, I finally got to answer the age-old question: whose bathroom is worse, the men or the women? The women,
Women.
by far.
Well, yeah.
Like, I mean, the male officers. I'll tell you this, right? The male officers' bathroom, their head was pretty clean, and up in the ducting, they had their magazines.
Yeah.
So you know what? Those fuckers jerked off just like anybody, man. I can tell you
Well,
right
yeah.
now. I didn't say shit, you know. I would just kind of chuckle to myself when I put them back. But those guys did what every other fucking sailor does. But dude, when you went into the female head, holy shit! There are things about female nature that I did not want to know, still don't want to know, but I knew against my will because I had to clean their bathroom.
What it should help you do is not put them on a pedestal because of that.
No,
Oh,
no, Rocky, no.
No
oh.
putting
You
down.
should have. You should have to go back down to half fucking female berthing and fix their shitters. I mean, highs and up, they've had to all fucking top. They're like, God damn it.
I would go down to aft female berthing than going to forward female berthing any day of the week.
Yeah, but it was still nasty though.
I
Well, I
didn't want to go.
know.
I didn't want to go into either one of them.
Well, I had to tag out 3 gen. That was where the bleed air valve was, the 3 gen. Like
Yeah.
you had to go down there to tag out 3 gen, so you had to go down there because it was a storeroom. So you had to go down there. But you know, back on that, like everybody cooked. That's what I found funny. When I was mess deck master at arms on the Bulkley, we still had a deep fryer on there. You know how they were getting rid of deep fryers on the DDGs, Gilly? You remember that? Rocky, you remember how they were getting rid of that because of health?
Well, Boone still had theirs because they were older DDGs, so they got to keep theirs.
So was the Bulkley. Bulkley was older,
Yep.
so we got to keep ours. And we would I was able to cook as a mess deck master arms, you know, for birthday meals and stuff. And I'm telling you what, man, we had a lot of fun cooking, you know, with the guys because they didn't know they had to follow the recipe cards.
So they made you do cranking as a GS?
Oh yeah, I had to
Well,
be
he was
mess
a
deck master at arms.
yeah. That's a different thing. Master. You don't do shit unless you want to.
Yeah. Now I'd come in early in the morning, go right back to sleep because I'd be hungover. And be like, check on everybody really quick, make sure breakfast stuff was getting broke out, and then I go back to sleep.
Yeah, you're
Till,
like
like,
that teacher
breakfast
that puts
started.
on the. You're like that teacher that comes in hungover, puts on the movie, and goes to sleep at the desk. Yeah,
Yep.
this is educational.
Well, if you
Right
look
back
at
in the
every,
chair.
you look at every first class did master dog right. They cheat too. Every one of them did.
Well, and they laughed because they were like, "Hey, we got to choose somebody from engineering," and you're like, "We're gonna send you." I was like, "Okay, cool," because everybody used to say it was like kind of like a reprimand, like you're in trouble, so they'd send you mess deck master at arms to move
But I
you.
think it was kind of funny though, because anybody that was Mestec Master at Arms, every last fucking one of them got a NAM when they were done.
Well, you remember T1 Harry, right? One of the dumbest motherfuckers on the boat, right? After he got done with his fucking tour, let's say Mets homes, motherfucker put on 2.
Yeah,
No, he became an LDO.
yeah.
Oh, LDO, that's right. But
Because
still,
they were closing down TM. Remember they
yeah,
were
that's right. I forgot,
collapsing into GM.
but still, the motherfucker got promoted right afterwards too.
yeah,
Yeah, he had put that package in prior,
yeah.
like months.
That's
That
I remember
book-
him. I remember him talking about that too. You know, because when he was talking to the younger guys about going to LDO or like seeming to Admiral stuff, he was always talking about that.
You said semen.
Well-
Seaman. But that was cool about Mess Deck Master at Arms because I enjoy cooking, so I could cook my own food.
Yeah.
Whatever was out on the line or wasn't, I could cook my own burgers and shit. Like making fat burgers, like not that the crew got. You know what I mean? Like I got fat as Mess Deck Master at Arms.
So there were two things that were good about cranking up in officers' country. One, the main galley pretty much had to do what we said because you never know what the officers are going to want.
Mhm.
And so if we tell them to send another 3 portions of bacon up the dumbwaiter, well, who are they to question me?
But y'all did do your old cooking because they had their old and us up there too on the flat top.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
we did.
Yeah,
And
the
the
flat
other
top
thing
and
was
the deep
we
fryer.
figured out where they keep their pastries because the
Yeah.
officers had pastries. So after I got done cranking, I was back into my job, right? I'd be doing the balls to four or some shit like that. We get hungry. I'd walk over to officer's country, make sure no one was around, and I knew exactly where the fucking the scones and the fucking bear claws and the the eclairs were stored. And so I'd get donuts for fucking me, the petty officer, actually I was a petty officer of the watch, but the petty officer of the watch, officer of the deck, the rover, whoever. We'd go into officer's country and we'd filch their pastries at like midnight.
Yeah, dickhead, you never brought down CCS while we stay at top watch or anything like that. Come on now.
Yeah,
You think you're gonna bring anything to engineering? Come on.
Fucking
Fuck
top
no.
diners. Hey, boys, I have to get off. I will talk to you guys later.
All
All
right.
right, Rocky.
All right, y'all take
Right.
care.
Just like
Fun.
a snipe to quit early, whatever.
Hey, this ain't no snake. This snake
It's past his bedtime.
It's
Past
just,
his bedtime.
he's getting tired. All right, goodbye.
River, feed Zeus.
Later on, brother.
Feed him.
Yeah,
Don't
that
forget.
that was great cooking, man. You guys showing up 2 different, styles, and like you said, Gilly, you got the ostrich that was braised up in there and made the sandwiches. So
Yeah.
Push you off the fucking. I wish I would have made this out there instead of steaks out there in North Carolina.
yeah. Well, we had so many things to make out there, like we didn't get to a quarter of the stuff we wanted to cook.
I know. Hell, you didn't even get to cook. Well, you
No,
could
I
have.
know. I got
You
to
could've.
start your barrel for you, and that was about it.
Well, but we did follow the learn of the smaller barrel. You got to put a lot more chocolate in it than what it calls for.
Yeah, you do. You do to get it going.
You got to load that bitch up.
Yeah.
I said, like, was it? I think 6 to 12, right? Bullshit. You got to have that basket full.
Yeah, I was gonna say, has Rocky used that since
I
we
doubt
brought
it.
it out there?
Fuck, I doubt it.
So what you got going on there, Gilly? You got some braised ostrich going on there in that pan.
No, it was braised. It was slow cooked last night in the crock pot, right?
All right.
And I just fucking heated it up in the pan because I had to cool it down last night. So, but look at this.
Tender. Like fucking pot
That's-
roast.
Yeah, that's what berry is. Pretty much a fucking Mexican pot roast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you braise the hell out of it till the meat just kind of falls
Yeah.
apart. Yeah.
This is I used ostrich steak like fillets, which is very similar to filet mignon, right? And fucking very expensive, but when you cook it on high for about 5 hours, because I did it on high, dude, you just put your hand in the meat, and motherfucker, there ain't no forks required. It just mushes right in your hand. Right there.
Beauty.
But my Mick, I used Blue Salt World Champion blend, right? A whole bottle of this.
Loose hog.
And then I used like 3.5 cups of chicken stock in there.
All right.
And I put the onion, sliced up onion, and in different, like 4 different slices, right? Put them in the bottom, put the meat on top, barbecue sauce, chicken stock. Well, also season the meat with the Kinder's the blend, salt, pepper, garlic. Right there.
Yeah, the old SPG.
Yeah. Yeah. And this fucking barbecue sauce, it has everything you need. You don't even have to use pre-season the meat if you don't want to. This thing has everything you need. Paprika, garlic, salt, fucking a spice blend, anchovies, everything, man. Vinegar, lemon juice in it. And more garlic too.
Man, what's that called? That's what's that called again? That sounds amazing. Blues
Hog World Champion blend.
Okay.
It's legit. I've grabbed some of it too. It's got a great flavor, and that's another thing people sleep on is anchovies.
Well,
Anchovies gets a bad rap.
Well, that's one of the main ingredients of Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, anchovies are like what makes a lot of things taste good that you wouldn't think makes them taste good.
It's got that
Every,
weird salt umami flavor to it.
Yeah,
every
really heavy on the savory. Yeah.
every barbecue sauce, that's great, has anchovies in it.
I don't
Like
doubt
that,
it.
like that balls. What I let y'all taste out there, a little tape. That's
Yep.
from Missouri. That was one of the oldest brands, barbecue sauces in the fucking country. Back in the fucking early 1900s. Dude, that's what they put in there: anchovies, raisins, everything in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, people anchovies gets a bad rap, but it has some flavor, man. It packs a punch like it's supposed to.
A lot of pasta dishes have anchovies in them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's got
And that's
that
one thing I
salt. It's
noticed
got
when I was
that
out
right
in
amount of
Italy.
salt in there.
That's one thing I noticed out in Italy. In their sauces,
Hmm.
they put anchovies in it. That's what they did.
And like Mick said, Worcestershire sauce has been around for how long now? Like
Couple
Oh
it's
hundred
fuck.
years.
yeah, at least like over 100 years.
Yeah.
Oh, probably 200-300 years if you really go back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can find out real quick. That's one thing about living in today's day. We can find this shit out.
Yeah, go ahead and Google it. Google that shit, Gilly.
Well, I mean, Worcestershire was a region in England.
Yes, yeah, it's a town.
Yeah.
Or yeah, like an area, yeah. It's
I
a
know I spelled it
shire.
wrong.
Come on, Gilly, educate us.
I know I
Let's
spelled it wrong.
go.
There we go. 1873 in England. John Lee and William Henry Purns in the city of Worcestershire, in Worcestershire, England. 1873.
Really? That recently? I thought it was older than that.
That's still, I mean, that's still almost
Wow.
100 years old.
It may be older than that, but that may be when they, like it got out, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they
right.
put it and bottled it, manufactured it.
They codified it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The list of ingredients, but no method of Liam Purns, the original Worcestershire sauce, was uncovered in 2009 in a rubbish bin.
What the fuck? And Leah Paris is like the biggest one that you get, like the best one you
Yeah.
can buy, in my opinion.
But I think this is because it also states, too, that Worcestershire has been around for 200 years. This might have been one of the first ones to get out to the public, mass produced.
That's what
I'm
we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But,
that's 1/4 of my wet ingredients when I make jerky, man.
Oh, yeah.
My wet ingredients are vinegar, Worcestershire, soy sauce, and whiskey.
I just try to my brother brought a whiskey flavored jerky back from somewhere. I had to look up the brand again, and it was pretty good. It was like it had
Yeah.
a funky like barrel, like whiskey barrel flavor to it, but
Yeah.
it was good.
Well, the thing about putting bourbon whiskey in your jerky, you don't really have to go top shelf because in the marination process and then the drying process, a lot of what makes a good bourbon gets lost in that whole process. And so when you do that, I found out that the best bourbon, and I say best very loosely because I hate this shit, but the best bourbon that I will use to make jerky is Jim Beam, which I think is garbage. I fucking hate it. The only reason why I ever drank Jim Beam was because the guy in my friend group back when I was in C school, he was over 21 and he could buy us all. He could buy liquor, right? And so if you wanted to drink with him, you drank Jim Beam. And so just to get fucked up, you did it. You held your nose, took the shot, did the thing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to jerky, I found that a better quality whiskey really doesn't make that big of a difference. I've used the $12 a fifth, Samuel Grant from Safeway. I've used Jim Beam and everything in between. You don't get an appreciable jump in taste and quality from using a better quality bourbon. You really don't. And
you would think the Jim Beam, though, with as sweet as it is probably the better one. You know what I mean? Like lower shelf.
It was good. With Jim Beam, I did get really good quality beef jerky from it, but the difference in quality between it and bottom shelf wasn't so much that I want to spend the extra money. I'll be honest with you.
I'd agree with you. I mean,
You
why
know,
spend the extra money when there's no real big difference in using top shelf over it? That
no,
makes
and
sense.
and my favorite, and some might laugh, but my favorite, just drinking bourbon. You want a bottle of bourbon to drink. You don't want to get fancy. You just want something that's good. Wild turkey is my go-to. I love wild turkey, and I've made beef jerky with wild turkey. It's not that different.
Did you try the 100 proof wild turkey?
I hate the 101. It tastes like shit. I like the 80 proof.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
just curious if
no,
you tried it and tested it.
I have. No, well, not with jerky, but I've drank it. And you know what? It's weird because usually, especially I'm a Scotch connoisseur. Okay, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I fucking love Scotch, right? That's my thing.
Hmm.
And usually when they drop the proof in the Scotch, like they did with Lagavulin, it doesn't affect it well. It tastes better when the proof is higher, and then you get all the experimentation. You throw a little water into it to see how that little bit of water kind of brings out different flavor profiles and tasting notes. Like, it's really exciting when you get a really high proof Scotch, because then you've got room to fuck with it. You've got room to dilute it and take it strong, and you can do all the things right. But with wild turkey, man, I don't know. I've had the 101 and it just tastes like shit. The 80
Have,
proof is where it's at.
have you ever tried the Maker's Mark bourbon?
You know what? I have quite a lot, and I think it's overly harsh.
Yeah.
I think it's not the best flavor profile for the price point, and for the same amount of money, I'd rather do wild turkey. And I actually have an anecdote about this. One time, my mom was visiting us, and my mom likes a little cup of whiskey every now and again. She's not a drinker, but sometimes. And I gave her she's like, "Hey, do you have any, whiskey? Can I get a drink?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, mom." So I poured her a little fucking Maker's Mark, right? She had a little bit of it, and she's like, "Ooh, this is harsh. It gives me heartburn. I don't like this." And so I poured her a cup of wild turkey, and she's like, "Oh man, this is so much better." And
I know a
after
lot of
tasting
people
it,
like. I know a
after
lot of people
tasting
like
it back
that
to
Maker's
back,
Mark,
I had to agree. Maker's Mark is a high quality whiskey, no
but I
question.
could, but I can't even drink it. That's the thing. I can't. That's why I asked you.
It's not. It's not. Maker's Mark is like Chivas Regal.
Yeah,
It's all marketing. The
yeah. I just,
quality is not
yeah.
there. Yeah, no.
Now, Jim, the wild turkey. You ever tried the honey one? I like that.
Nah, I don't do flavored whiskeys, man. I don't do the honey fucking, Jim or Jack Daniels. I don't
Jack
do the
Daniels, yeah.
apple fucking or the maple fucking Crown Royal. I don't do that shit, man. If you're drinking whiskey, fucking drink whiskey.
Now, first time
My
I ever
opinion,
had it,
of course.
first time I ever had that honey one, my mom loved wild turkey, right? So I saw him on leave one time. I was like, fuck, I ran out of beer, so I got the bottles of wild turkey. All she had was a honey one. That wasn't too bad, I didn't think. Oh,
Hmm.
well, I don't drink a lot of whiskey anyways nowadays at all.
I'm not saying it's going to be necessarily terrible. I mean, if it was
No, but
terrible, I wouldn't be
it's
able to
all about
sell
your
it.
preference, what you like to drink. That's the thing.
But I'm also the type of person that drinks my coffee black, and I think a martini is gin and gin only. A vodka martini is not a martini because it doesn't have gin. When it comes to certain things, I'm kind of a purist. If it comes to whiskey, if it ain't whiskey flavored, I'm not going to drink it.
I would have to agree on that one as far as whiskey goes. If you
Yeah,
want like a party mixed drink, get the flavored stuff. But if you want a true like whiskey, then you get whiskey drinks. But
yeah.
I'm
I
like
do like
Gilly.
it.
I don't drink whiskey very often.
No, but I do like the Crown Peach show. That is very good.
That's what I'm saying. If you want that like that everyday like drinking type whiskey, but I've never liked Crown Royal on top of it. So the peach actually makes it
Yeah.
palatable.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not I mean, I would cut my whiskey with something anyways. Always did. I never could drink it straight like Nick does, right? That's just what me.
And the funny
Yeah.
thing is, dude, I never liked Canadian whiskey. I mean, don't get me wrong, Crown Royal is a good whiskey, but compared to what else out there, Irish, Scotch, bourbon,
Yeah.
never cared for it. But I
Well,
did find
Canadian.
one. I did find one, though. It's American as hell, but apparently, technically, it's a Canadian whiskey, which I didn't know until after I fell in love with it. But you know what? Pendleton. I've taken a shine to Pendleton.
Never heard of that one. Never seen it either.
I've seen it. Most people around here don't buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, Pendleton is just it's a little on the sweet side. It's a Canadian whiskey, so it's made in America, but it's a Canadian style whiskey. I don't know, but I don't know, man.
Is it?
Something about it. It's really smooth. It's got a decent flavor. It's a little on the sweet side without being like Southern Comfort sweet, but like two of those and a glass of water and a basket of fries, man, fucking hits the spot.
Is
Have
that
you
a
ever
blend-
tried-
Is that a Canadian blended or just a regular?
Well, as far as I know, it's a Canadian whiskey, and by definition, a Canadian whiskey is blended, but it's made in America.
Mm.
Anyway,
Have you ever tried John
it's a whole
Rich's?
rabbit hole.
Have you ever tried John Rich's whiskey that he makes now?
Who?
John Rich, the country singer.
Uh-uh.
For Big and Rich, John Rich has his own whiskey line.
Any good?
I don't know. I've never tried it, so I don't know. I didn't know if you ever tried it. Let me get her name up.
Because I've had Conor McGregor's proper 12 Irish whiskey.
How was that?
Huh? It was decent. I would not take it above Bushmills or, Jameson.
Yeah, yeah.
It is a decent whiskey. Like for what I paid for it, I was not disappointed. I didn't want my money back.
Curious because I seen it come out. I was curious about that flavor profile. And
Yeah,
if it's
I
like
like-
in the realm of Jameson and Bushmills, I like Bushmills over Jameson.
I'm a Bushmill guy myself. Yeah, between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That's not even true anymore either. My Irish whiskey of choice these days is Redbreast. Have you had it?
I've not tried that one.
So I go to my usual place down on the waterfront. It's you know Ivers, right?
No.
Okay, so Ivers is a West Coast seafood place. They have fast food type places, but they also have fine dining places too. They kind of got this weird thing going where they kind of cross all the the levels there. And so the Ivers we go to is the restaurant variety where they have a proper bar, full bar, all that. And I was there and I said, "Hey, can I get a Black Bush? The Bushmills Black, which is a little more aged, a little smoother." And the barkeep goes, "Well, have you ever tried Redbreast 12?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." He's like, "Well, in my opinion, that is a better whiskey. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to pour you a Bush 12. I'm sorry, Redbreast 12. And if you don't think it's better, I'll buy your drink for you." This is a bartender who cares,
Yeah.
And so he poured me a Redbreast 12, and holy fuck, it's got that Scotch. Because all Irish whiskey tastes like Scotch minus the smoke, and so it tasted like that. But it also had like a bit of a caramel cream thing going. It had that
Ooh.
vanilla thing crept in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it was so fucking fantastic. I could have been a liar and took him up on it, got a free drink. But you know what? I'm like, fuck, I'll take another one, bro. So
And you said Redbreast 12?
yeah. I've had the Redbreast. I've had the Redbreast. I think 18 also, which is like elite territory, right? But just your standard issue Redbreast 12. I've had Bush. I've had Jameson, Black Bush. I've had all the things. Bang for your buck. The best Irish out there is that fucking Redbreast 12.
I'm curious because there's a older whiskey bar down the road, so I may have to ask them if they got it. Gilly, go ahead. I know you're digging out there.
No. I'm going to tell you, this is Redneck Riviera and a guy in your area. Because I just sent you a screenshot. Safeway Lake Stevens, Trentsville Station Lake Stevens, Safeway Everett, and Marysville. Period.
That's for that one you were saying, the Rick Stevens one that he was making?
No, that's Redneck Riviera that John Rich makes.
Okay, John Rich. Okay.
Rich, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I didn't know if it
Redneck
was out there.
Riviera is the name of the
yeah,
whiskey?
Safeway is the one where I shop.
Yeah, Redneck Riviera is. Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah.
All right.
He's had that for a while, so I didn't know if anyone ever tried that. So
I never heard of it.
Oh, I have. It's big here in the Midwest, or Missouri was. It's big. I mean, hell, he even trademarked that fucking name. But I don't know what it tastes like, so I can't tell you if it's good or bad. So my taste is going to be different than yours, anyways, when it comes to that shit. You know. Oh. Yeah, I was surprised you did fucking potatoes, but I was good you did fucking actual chips, Saratoga style.
Well, it's kind of funny. I wanted to do this again, going back to basics.
Yeah.
Biscuits, potatoes, fairly simple shit, right? And I saw what you posted just before I got the invite, and I was like, "Oh fuck, Gilly's doing potatoes too." God damn it! But
But I wasn't deep fried mine. I was just pan fried mine. So that's a
right.
different.
So I figured, you know what? Even if we're doing kind of the same thing, we're doing it differently. So fuck it.
That's
I
a neat
almost
thing.
broke out the Dutch oven for the wavy fries, right? I
Oh
almost
yeah.
did. You know,
It's
or
like,
chips, whatever.
potatoes are like that happy medium. Like
Yeah.
everybody can make them differently.
And potatoes are good for you too.
Mhm.
Yes, they're the good carbs that you need.
Yeah. Unlike what doctors tell you, they
Fucking
get stay
erase
away
anything
from
about
meat and
carbs.
potatoes, right? You don't stay away from meat and potatoes, you eat it.
Hmm. Yeah,
You
a lot
know?
of vitamins, a lot of minerals, a lot
Yeah.
of potassium. That's a big thing. Those
Especially when
electrolytes,
you
you need them,
leave the skin on them.
which I
Yes.
always do. I never cook a potato without the skin. Mashed, fried, don't matter.
I don't either. I do all the skins and my mashed potatoes, everything.
Hmm.
See, and the only reason why, like I told you, Gilly, the only reason I
Yeah.
ever took the skin off mine was because nobody else liked them but me. I'll eat the shit out of skin.
Hmm. Well,
That's like
the skin is where you get that good texture, and the skin is where you get that earthy flavor. That little taste of, I hate to say it, but dirt. But
Dirt
to
tastes like dirt.
coffee. When it comes to coffee, when it comes to tobacco, when it comes to whiskey, a lot of tasting notes. Earth is a tasting note. Like it tastes good sometimes when things taste like dirt. Like if you get a cigar, a Partagas, if you smoke a Partagas Black, it's a delicious cigar, but it tastes like a fucking cigar stuffed with potting soil. I don't know any other way to put it.
Well, it's the
It's
same
just
way
like,
as
but it's
mushrooms.
good.
Mushrooms are the same way. You want that earthy, it's
Oh
an
yeah.
earthy flavor. You're right. Like
Hmm.
it's a flavor. It really is.
Oh yeah.
especially once you fry up the morels. Fuck yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the wife always, every time we have steak, man, the wife always cooks up pretty much a whole package of sliced creminis,
Mm.
cooks them up in butter and oil, and you got that nice, juicy, savory flavor with the steak. You get a little bit of that salt, a little bit of iron, and then you stab a big old piece of mushroom with it, and you get the earthiness and the butteriness. It's like, you gotta have it,
Yeah.
man.
Gil, you gonna go into portobello mushrooms why they taste like steak so much?
I'm going there. So I quit eating mushrooms. I quit eating them.
Well, I mean, portobellos is the alternative
It's
to
got,
steak
yeah.
because
Yeah.
they take in oxygen,
Yeah.
vice carbon dioxide. So they
And that's,
actually have the same breathing system we have.
you just got to learn how to
Well,
clean them.
fun fact is the creminis that I told you the wife likes to cook up. A cremini is basically just a mini portobello.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's amazing when you get into the portobellos and that family of mushrooms
Hmm.
that they're very similar to meat. That's why people use them.
Yeah.
But
Well, I did for the wife one time. She loves mushrooms of all kind, and one time I took a portobello and I got rid of all of the little
Gills,
the
gills on
gills. Yeah,
them.
I got rid of the gills, or I hollowed it out, snapped the top off, and I put in a 3 cheese blend, some onions, a little bit of fucking minced garlic, and some chopped up bell peppers, and I roasted that shit, and then I put it on a fucking toasted bun for her and made basically a portobello hamburger, only it wasn't beef. It was a portobello with, onions, garlic, peppers, and cheese. And it was like to die for.
Yeah, you made like a portobello meatloaf out of it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
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 That's where a lot of people fuck up when they're doing the portobellos. They don't cut the gills out. That's where they fuck up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
you
got a lot of
get a
dirt and
spoon
shit
and
in
scrape
there.
them out.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why a lot of vegan restaurants, they will substitute mushrooms, especially portobellos, for meat.
Yep.
Just like jackfruit has the same texture as pulled pork.
And chicken. Chicken,
Yes,
especially.
yes. Because once you put that sauce,
the color. Yeah.
but once you put that sauce in it, it takes all that flavor. So, I mean, y'all can still tell it's not pulled pork, right? But anybody who's never had pulled pork in their life, ate the jackfruit pulled pork, pulled jackfruit, would never know the difference on it.
Nope.
You know,
And there's nothing wrong with alternating your diets with vegetables and mushrooms outside of meat. Like you should kind of encompass them all because that widens your palate, what you can cook. You
Yep.
know, so
but it
I don't
also
know how
comes
much
down.
longer you want to go, Gilly.
I don't give a fuck. No matter to me. So, I mean, we're all done cooking. I mean, me and Nick's been done for a while. We just been bullshitting. So,
Yeah.
food talk and all that. That's what this podcast is for. The food talk bullshit. Whether it be whiskey, whatever, because whiskey goes with all kinds of food. Liquor does too. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Nick, you can't say nothing about Heidi coming in as a ghost woman now.
Oh, did Ghost Wife come up? Yeah.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it was good. I mean, this is probably one of the better ones we've had. And since we're recording, it has all of us in the same frame. You know, and on this one channel, I know people like watching live shit, but when you're live, you can't see all of us at one time.
Yeah.
So if one of us starts talking, right, when one of us is trying to explain the dish, it cuts over to that one person that's talking. Sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
It's
the way that the meeting and live goes because it picks up the green box and you go from there. So
it still has the green box on the way I got it set up. Now it just took me a while to fucking get it right.
Yeah.
Well,
we can whenever you want to stop it, whatever.
we go ahead and get off here. All right, people. It was fun. Like and subscribe. Until next Friday. Stop.